everybody, and welcome to tonight's episode of Adventure Rolls Winds of Calamity. We have a lot to get caught up on after last week. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. Excited for everything that we have in store for this evening, and glad that you all are here with us. So, if you're here for the first time, welcome. My name is Fisk, aka Literary DM, and I'll be your friendly neighborhood dungeon master for this adventure. With that, I also make YouTube videos bi-weekly. This week is the off week, but you can check out the Stardew Valley D&D sketch up on the channel right now. That was a lot of fun to put together. So, yeah, just looking forward to getting into tonight's session. Let's go ahead and introduce the party, starting with the one, the only, Mike.
Guys, my name is Michael, also known as Bardic Dice, here on YouTube and the Twitch other place. But you can get caught up here on YouTube on all the stuff that we do. We currently stream live Fates United on Twitch on Thursdays, 6:30. That was the most roundabout way to get back to saying that. Sorry, guys. Anyways, we stream Thursdays, 6:30 Fates United with Marky Gaming, Dealey, and Dealey's husband, which you can get caught up on YouTube on all the old videos, but as well as we're re-hosting the old Wild Beyond the Witchlight campaign that we did on Wednesdays. So you'll get 3 sessions every week on YouTube to get caught up on that. It's only 25, so it'll be a lot of fun to kind of get those up on YouTube, because I know a few people are watching that. But tonight, I play Avum, our poor buddy who is all alone in jail right now, messing up the game for people. So we'll see how this goes. Feel a little bad about that. But he's an Oracle rogue. You know, rogues got to mess things up once in a while, right? So, yeah, so that's me. I'm one half of the Twilight Twin duo, and hopefully they'll still be twins by the end of the night.
Yeah, Mike and I were talking after session and a little bit throughout the week, and we both came to the realization, we'll see what happens tonight. So with that, also quick note about Wild Beyond the Witchlight, it is mature audiences.
Yes,
yes, very much so.
Very much so, especially toward the end. But it was a good time of a campaign. One of the better modules. You get
lit as a player, which is kind of fun.
Actually, yes, you do. So, with that, so just be mindful of that. Apart from that, everyone, let's go ahead and introduce the second half of the Twilight Twin duo, Rachel.
Hey, I am Rachel, also known as Pip400art. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter under Pip400art. I also stream with Mark on Twitch under Marky Gaming. So we have a D&D campaign we are in that Mark can tell you more about, and I stream art on Mondays at 3:30 CST. It's always a good time. We always have some great talks and discussions. That's gonna be fun. So come and hang out with me if you want on Mondays. In this game, I play Cizri, the other Twily twin. She's a rogue. She's also a paladin. She may have forgotten an important magical item that could have really, really helped things out last week. You know, we'll get there. That's all I got.
Honestly, players forgetting about magic items is peak D&D to me. So it happens, but regardless, also Rachel also does our art for the campaign, along with one other person we'll get to. She has done the little token art that you can see right next to the player characters with their portraits. And then moving on to the second half of Marquee Gaming, we have Mark.
Hello, everybody. I am Mark of Marky Gaming, and as Rachel mentioned, we do have a D&D game we do on Sundays. It is at 2 p.m. CST on our Purple Place channel, which you can join us for. And it's at the point where I'm literally counting how many sessions are left in the game and trying to plan out the last few sessions, whatever that doesn't mean. So it's pretty crazy right now. like calendaring it out today and just like, I wonder when we're gonna end. It's gonna be soon. So you can join us for the end and the beginning of a new campaign when we get that going too. And this Saturday too, we have our 4th team in a battle arena called the Sepulchre that's going in this week. It's pretty exciting. So you can join us for that and see how they do and maybe help them or make things worse for them. It's up to you. That's what the viewers get to do. Here, though, I play Attic. He is a Sheikah Artificer, and he is sort of known as the Tony Stark of the group. So he spends a lot of nights crafting and rolls incredibly high when I do that. So it's great.
Yeah, I don't think that you've rolled below a 20 on those checks yet.
It helps now
so
that
either.
I can get assistance from people because
Yes.
that stuff makes it really good.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. So, yes, we are... Go ahead and give Mark a follow on Twitch under Marquee Gaming. Seriously, it's crazy. We're almost there to the end of Beacon Zora. I remember hopping in and, like, I think session, 4. It was very early on. That's all I remember. But, yeah, it was crazy. So...
Yeah, you've been in there for so long, but it's great.
So, but yes, it's going to be great. It's coming up to a very climactic finish. All excited for that. And for a new campaign is always fun. But jumping down to our second row, we have our other artist for the stream, D. Lee.
Hi, I'm Deely. Yeah, I do art. I don't stream. Maybe I'll get back to that at some point. Had plans earlier this month and it's just been a month. But yeah, so I do the card art. And look at the beautiful designs Rachel did. So beautiful. And I hope I did them justice. But I love seeing all the renditions. Thanks. The renditions and the fan art. That's been really fun to see. So thank you guys. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, and that's always fun. It's not down yet, so you know what? Can still stay there. On here, though, I play Demi, a Echo Knight Bard. There we go. I didn't have it up, and I always have to look at it. Anyways, she's a lot of fun to play. She was very emotional last week, so we'll see what happens this week.
Yes, getting everyone to cry. It's a good time. So,
I don't like crying.
yes, with that, we're going to go ahead and hop on over to our last but certainly not least, Silent.
Hi, my name is Silent. I started streaming again. As me and Timothy actually were talking about in chat. I'm planning on streaming tomorrow. Also planning on getting a video up by tomorrow. It's going to be a long night for me tonight, but it's fine. It's worth it. And yeah, I play Aaron, who was recently dead and came back. That was definitely probably the most emotional I've been on session. A part of me doesn't want to get that emotional again, but also part of me wants to get that emotional again because it'd just be good content.
Noted.
So yeah.
Challenge accepted from the DM.
Challenge accepted. But yeah. Aaron, recently dead. Ranger / fighter, Rito, Bird Boy, who is hopefully not going to be as brooding as he used to be, but we'll see. He still has a lot of issues to work out.
Perfect. Well, yes, go ahead and give everyone a follow on their various socials as well as Twitch. It's going to be a great time all around. You won't regret it. Trust me. And with that, you could also check out our merch on Stream Elements under Cizri and Avon's Apothecary. And we also post, we are getting caught up for podcast form for our episodes. We are currently up to episode 24, which means we are nearing the end of the second arc in podcast form. So that's crazy to think about that. We are getting fairly close to being caught up. And from there, that's pretty much all the announcements that we have for tonight, unless I'm missing anything. Which I don't think I am. So, with that, hope you all had a great Thanksgiving, and for those of you who celebrated, or just had a nice time of relaxation. With that, let's go ahead and dive into tonight's episode of Adventure Rolls, Winds of Calamity. I am very close to getting the intro fixed, so just have one more thing, but hopefully next week we'll have it back up. So with that, when last we left our heroes, the group of adventurers known as Cizri's Angels had camped out to stake out a tattoo shop that they had suspected to be in league with Vati and the various Wind Cult. Cizri went on in, invisible, following some guards as the Goron owner, Buck, complied and showed them the various books. However, disaster struck as it was revealed that it was an ambush. Cizri was stuck inside with the agent known as Snake, while everyone else was outside fighting for their lives. And unfortunately, through the hands of Nash, Aaron fell. In a moment of desperation, the party managed to subdue Nash and hand him over to the guards, as the party then rushed Aaron to the castle and pleaded with Zelda to bring him back. She agreed, and the party managed to successfully return their Rito companion. However, Avum, following the lifeless body of Snake to the castle, managed to egg on some guards, and in a moment of anger and frustration, was taken to a holding cell, taken of his possessions, being stored away. He was locked away. The knight captain, Darius, informed the party of this after the resurrection of Aaron, or actually prior to the resurrection of Aaron. And now we pick up, as our heroes stand just outside of the cave to the Shrine of Resurrection below the castle. The sun is currently starting to set, as it appears almost storm clouds are forming overhead. Zelda is standing before you all. What do you all do?
We had our nice big group hug.
Yep.
I think we thanked her.
Yes.
So we're just picking up like right after that, basically.
Basically, you all are she has walked you all outside of the Shrine of Resurrection, and you're standing at the mouth of the cave that would lead below Hyrule Castle to the shrine. So you're currently out in the courtyard. There are various guards walking to and fro, standing 2 by 2, just in various formations to keep watch over the grounds.
Thank you again for helping Aaron.
Thank you.
Of course. It is only right.
What's gonna happen to... Did anybody survive? Have you heard anything?
I have been down with you all, so I haven't heard anything just yet. Captain Darius speaks up. Yes, to inform you all, it appears that Nash is currently unconscious, but we have him bound in chains and in a arcane cage of sorts. Crystal in design, meant to prevent any potential psychological attacks or anything of that nature. So...
Like bite down things. Watch out for those. You check for those.
Oh yeah, they love those.
We have removed anything. So when he is conscious, we can certainly call upon you all, because I imagine you all have questions. Due to circumstances, obviously, you all won't be permitted to be alone individually with him.
Sure.
Right.
All right. Well, I guess so. You'll just let us know when he wakes up.
We will.
Thank you.
I have a question. Was there another one? Another Rito?
Yes.
Eye patch? Scar?
Yeah, like chomping on a cigar like it was some sort of candy bar. Yeah.
And that makes sense.
Mm.
What about him?
Currently, as we have seen, it seems that he has died.
See, friend of yours, I feel like you didn't like him very much. But I could be wrong?
More of a rival, if that makes sense. But it was more professional rival, not so much personal.
He was hiding in a box, by the way. You weren't joking about that.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah,
That's
that was
stories.
very serious. It was... I don't know
Right.
how he came up with it, but it
He
seems
killed
to
like
always
3
work.
people like that. Like, I'm not happy.
Oh. So he was in on it as well, then.
Yep. Oh yeah, found a Yiga symbol too, so
On
that was
both
on
of them?
Nash.
It was on Nash.
Yeah. In his stuff.
Yeah, don't worry, Attic, I wrapped it up. It's okay.
Yeah,
I made
just
sure.
staying back, just
Yeah.
I was wondering what Mark was doing. I was like, what?
Yeah.
just standing back, casually, just hanging out.
There's an invisible wall here.
Yeah, Captain Darius kind of just looks with like one eyebrow raised, basically almost exactly like the Rock, and just curiously at that reaction, and then just shrugs it off.
Yeah, we're Sheikah. We hate Yiga, so it's how
yeah.
it is. Yeah, I just hate him so much.
Yeah, I just
so.
don't even like to look at him. Yeah.
No, they're terrible.
It just kind of looks just like tone it down, too much.
Anyway,
He's
though,
learning the ways. He's still young. Mm-hmm.
I probably need a few minutes, but is there any way we could talk to my dear brother at some point tonight?
I was gonna ask that too.
Absolutely. It is. Most people are permitted to see any of their loved ones or visitors throughout the night in the holding cells. It is directly in the guard barracks, so it is heavily fortified.
I'm sorry. How did Devam end up there?
Being sassy, apparently.
Oh,
I don't
Well,
know.
like I said, makes
I
sense.
gotta think about this. I don't even. Yeah, I gotta think about this. I'm not sure.
Elam just starts
I would-
sneezing profusely off in the distance.
Like, what's wrong with me?
Allergic to the fairy dust. Yeah, I think having a conversation with him would be good.
Yeah. I don't know if we all should go. I don't know if it should be just a few of us. I'm not sure yet. I think I need some time to cool down a little bit. I'm a little annoyed. So,
Understandably.
That's fine.
yeah.
I
If
could
you-
go talk to him first if you wanted to.
I can stay with you, Cizri, if you want to just take a walk.
Mm.
You can hang out with me and Scrappy.
Tatu.
Maybe I could, yeah. I mean, there's a part of me that wants him to just sit there by himself, but I don't know if that's mean or nice, or if that he needs some time to, like, cool off. Yeah, I just don't know.
It's you being a sister.
Yeah,
Sure.
I think it'd be good to at some point tell him that Aaron
Yeah,
is okay,
I-
and not let
I'll
him
go
sit
do
with that
that.
all night. So
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
I guess he
that's
doesn't-
also fair.
I can
probably
go
a good
do
idea
that
to go
move.
tell him that. So
Yeah,
That's true.
and then
Okay.
and then you can come in later.
I think
Sure,
it's probably best if
Cizri.
I went with Demi.
Sure.
So,
Fine.
in case he doesn't believe her.
Good point. All right. How about, yeah, you two go down, check on him, see how he's doing. Maybe then you can let me know so then I know what approach to take. Because I have like 2 ways I'm going to go about this, like I can see happening, and one might be very bad, one might be good, but I don't know until I know how he is.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sure.
Yeah,
Oh.
I
Perfect.
like me and my sister, we fought a lot. All right.
Oh.
Before we go, Cizri, I did want to tell you something. If you can
Sure.
extend my personal thanks to our mutual friend. He did play a lot of me coming back.
My friend? Really? Did he say anything to you?
No, but he was helpful in guiding me back.
He was all like, what do you want me to do? And I'm like, I don't know, you're dead. You're the one that should know what to do. Clearly he did, so I'm glad to hear it. And I'm glad you're okay. I really am.
Thank you. And of course, if you see him again, just extend my thanks.
I'll tell him right now. And in my head I go, hey, hero, Aaron says thanks. I say thanks too.
He says that was pretty dopers of you.
As you think that, there is definitely a warm breeze that comes across you, as though there's a sensation of a positive emotion of acknowledging this.
I think he says you're welcome. Not in those exact words, but I'm just sort of assuming.
Well, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now let's go tell Avon the good news.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Meet back at the inn? Should we have like a rendezvous point?
I mean, can we hang out here for a bit? I mean,
Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Darius speaks up as well. You'll certainly be permitted to stay out into the courtyards, walk around the grounds,
Sure.
but not necessarily permitted within the walls. The guards will definitely be keeping an eye out, but all things considered, I think he looks over to Zelda. She gives a nod. Until sundown, you'll be permitted to stay amongst the grounds. And once all your business is done with seeing your brother, you'll be not necessarily escorted off, but you won't be permitted onto the grounds until, well, invited back, or you have documentation, as it were. So, it's just to make sure, it's Cizri and a deck staying behind, while Aaron and Demi go and talk to Avon currently, correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So with that, we'll go ahead as the party splits and a deck and Cizri walk about the courtyard of fine grass and cobblestone with various statues of water fixtures. Aaron and Demi, you are guided to the guard outpost. It is a simple wooden structure building with some stonework around it. It is not much to look at, but seems to be almost designed intentionally in that manner. As you're led inside, there are some slight torches that help line and light up the this section of the outpost. In the back, there are several cages with several prison bars. One of the guards leads you to one in the middle on the leftmost side, and you see Avon there. Is he sitting, standing? What do you think he's doing?
Avon would have his back to the bar, so you can't really see his face, but he has the dancing lights thing, and he's doing like that, like when you throw a ball against a wall and catch it.
It's basically like the Great Escape, where he's doing the baseball thing.
Yeah, because I figured he couldn't find a rock in here or anything like that, so
yeah,
he's just kind of juggling two different dancing lights, kind of back and forth like that.
Perfect. All right.
Avon.
Oh. Demi Aaron?
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you're back. And he'll turn and stand up. His eyes are puffy. Looks like he's been crying for a bit.
Well, I'm glad to see that, well, at least you're alive. Probably not in the best environment, but
Yeah. Lost my mind there. I'm really sorry, Aaron. I think I made a miscalculation. Shouldn't have died.
it's alright. I had the ring anyway, so you weren't getting rid of me forever.
Still, we were very lucky we were here.
Yeah. Anywhere else it would have been not possible. But we're here. And he's back.
And we have Nash in custody, and the other is dead. Don't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah, we went to go make sure. Go Snake, I think was his name. He didn't get away.
Probably for the best he didn't.
You were the ones who went and... I mean, Addict slung a good shot at him.
Without Attic, I think the fight would have gone quite different.
And without you too.
Sure. See, Cizri's not here with you. I'm guessing she's fuming.
Needs cooler head? Mm-hmm.
Sometime the cooldown would be for the best.
Yeah.
She did tell you not to get arrested, so.
Well, not specifically, but sure.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, they caught me at the wrong time. I was a little upset, and I just assumed that they'd let us through, and just the incompetency of the miscommunication. I'm not going to get into it. It's fine. It's.
You just,
I should've
when
lost
everyone
my
starts,
anger.
Aaron just gives a look. Is like, really, right now?
I mean, it's emotional to lose something like that. This is my worst nightmare.
Yeah.
It's what I try and prevent.
Probably be the first time you've lost someone too.
Someone that close, yeah.
Look, I'm not going to say I blame you for how you reacted, because if I were in your shoes, I would have reacted the same way. But cooler heads prevail most of the time.
I know.
But
I'm working on
especially
it.
in a place so public.
That's embarrassing, and I'm sorry.
That's all right.
And that's why your sister's probably fine leaving you in here.
Yeah. Wondering if
I
she's
understand.
Never mind.
I'll come around. That's family. But it might take a while to get her trust back.
Yeah. That might not be all, though.
What do you mean?
Did you do something else?
So they took everything away from me.
Mm-hmm.
And I had, to be quite honest, I'd been trying to give it back to the princess, or the queen, multiple times. But I might have snuck a vial of whatever that resurrection pool stuff was to study it.
Even.
So, not sure how bad that was to have on my person.
Demi's gonna step up to the bars. Why?
So I
He
could
told
study
you.
it. And heal someone if this happens when we're not here.
Okay, then this
I
is you
don't know.
now.
I don't know what's going to happen to you. That's not just a.
We said it was secret, so I mean, just give it back, right?
It's not just a secret.
Yes.
Attic and I can't even properly speak about it.
Well, he looks like he's getting real quiet, like starting to understand. Yeah.
How many people know about it?
Attic, and the gods.
Attic knew?
Did he tell you to give it back?
Well, no, he saw me trying to tell Zelda and kind of. He looked a little shocked, but.
You have an accomplice.
No, I mean, I didn't tell them that Attic knows.
I know, but you know.
Is it really that bad?
Sweet kid.
I mean.
I'm so sad.
Even to put into perspective, if the people who are tasked to protect it can't even speak about it, what do you think?
So you're saying something that could keep you all alive is not good for a champion of our status to have in the mission that we're doing?
We're not even officially champions yet. It hasn't happened yet.
And
that's what we're here for.
I know, and we're trying to get there. But it's a really, really weirdly rocky road for some reason. So, I feel like we didn't explain properly because we can't really explain properly. Yes, there is. I'm speaking with intensity because of my earphones, but Demi's like whispering as much as she can.
I figured this was stage whispering.
Stage whispers.
Yeah.
Because one thing, just as a DM, Zelda did mention why it's not. This was days ago for your characters, but probably like a month ago as players. Zelda did mention that the reason why it's kept secret is because this could be used to get into the wrong hands and can be used for evil intent. So it's
stuff of why things are secret.
Yeah, it is the classic reason. So things like that. So play as characters, you probably remember because that was maybe 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Thank you. So Avon, what if you misplaced it or someone took it from you, and they figured out
someone
how to
took
do
it off of you?
Technically, someone did. So
someone who wasn't part of the royal army,
like. The fact that the Yiga have also been after us now with Nash. I mean, we found the symbol on him.
Aren't the Yiga Sheikah?
No. I mean, yes, but no.
Technically, yes, but...
So they don't know the secret of the Sheikah, even though they are Sheikah?
They're the ones who diverged and followed. Anyways. But...
Alright.
I mean, regardless, if they knew they were Sheikah and they knew they would know how to use it.
Yeah.
Look, I am sorry. I'm just unwilling to become my grandmother and all that.
And I understand that, and I respect that. And I admire your, willingness to study and throw yourself into it.
But there has to be a line. Where do you draw that line?
I didn't know the line should have been drawn, I'm sorry.
There's always a line.
I mean, we could probably plead,
Quite honestly, you should probably just send me home. I'm sure that's what Sister wants anyway. I shouldn't be here.
What about you?
What about me?
The whole reason you're even here in the first place.
Well, clearly I'm not that good at protecting people, so...
You kept me and Cizri and Aaron up with the magic and healing. You and I went back and forth on that. I could just as easily blame myself for not helping Aaron previous either in that fight. And I'm trying to erase that from my mind because logistically that's just how it happened.
And I'm going to let you in on a little secret when it comes to fighting.
I don't know if you want to tell me more secrets at this point.
No, this one is fine. You're going to lose people. Okay? It happens. I've lost people. Demi, we've all lost people in a fight.
But what if you didn't have to? What if you had someone with you that could have saved them?
And I wish we did.
And are you really living a life?
It's not always going to be an answer to just bring them back.
There's always a line. I mean, Aaron, I've heard stories about people not coming back all the time. Did you feel that on the other side?
No, I won't lie to you. It was tempting not to come back. At least I knew you guys would be fine, but...
Oh, really? Do you think so? Aaron, if you had gone, I guarantee you half of us would have disbanded. I would have gone home. Still think about going home. Adek would have lamed himself.
That's why I came back. I know I'm sure you guys would have been fine at some point, but you have to realize not everyone who dies wants to come back. Some people are just too tired. That was me. Not that long ago. I'm tired. I've been fighting for most of my life.
Why? Why do you fight? Why do you both fight to the point that you give up your lives?
That's just who we are. We want to protect the people that can't.
Yeah, for my family. I'm fighting and took up the mantle that my parents had because I didn't want my sister to have that life. She's too pure, too sweet.
And yet how distant are you both from your families?
I visit her often enough. She's kept busy with those kids.
If you had died, you'd have no more chance to hang out with them. I mean, I know I'm sounding selfish, but to say you're doing it for family and then not have time with them, is it really living a life for them?
I believe that. My parents died in their line of work. But I got to read their diaries and their journals. They talked about us all the time. We got gifts all the time. And the few memories that I do have with them, I had to work 46 odd some years to understand it, but I understand them. It's a sacrifice. It's not for everyone. Everyone has a different level as well. You're working so hard to protect your sister, and not just your sister, but for everybody else now. I don't blame you if you want to walk away, but I don't think we'd be the same without you.
Plus, my family. My family's dead, but I know there are plenty of other families I can protect. I may be alone, but doesn't mean I can't do good while I'm still here.
You're still fighting for your village, Aaron.
I'm not alone anymore, by the way.
Yeah, you're here.
I'm talking about when I first started. But thank you. I won't. It's not lost on me that I'm not alone anymore.
We're never gonna let you be alone.
I did not
again.
like you when I first met you. I was like, I do not want to be hanging out with these people. But you guys just sat at the table and never left. And eventually I started liking you.
I'm sorry. Who was the one that sat at our table? Actually, to be fair, that was us.
I think
that was us, actually.
Yeah. That was
me and Dadek, actually. No, you know what? Never mind. Point taken.
I wasn't at the table, so I've just been an absolute delight this whole time.
If it makes you feel any better, when I first met you, you were more a means to the end. You weren't really part of my plan to stick around, if you know what I mean. But regardless of that, we're a team now. Just like you are. Just like you. We have to protect each other, but you also have to realize it's not going to be forever.
Yeah.
There will be an end. Eventually. But
The
I
beginning.
refuse to go down without trying my best.
If we die trying, it was worth it.
You had me up until then, but sure.
You'll learn. You'll learn not to fear death when it comes to fighting for what you believe in.
See about that. Thank you. Both. Sorry for making things worse.
It's fine. I'm sure we can.
Made things a
Talk
lot
to
more
the queen.
complex.
We
Yeah.
can talk to the queen.
Well,
We can figure something out.
yeah.
At the end of the day, Adek and Cizri are the important ones. If you need to leave me here for a while to accomplish what you need, I'm okay with that. I understand what I did as a punishment and consequences. I've never been one to shy away from that. But, just saying, those two are the important ones in this. For now.
Highly doubt Cizri would just leave you here.
I feel like she'd be
severely
tempted.
underestimate my twin.
There was something in her eyes that
I
was, like,
feel it
burning.
for sure.
Yeah.
I'm
Yes, but
very
then-
glad that you two are the ones that came to talk to me first, to be honest.
I'm like,
kind of insisted on it.
It's terrifying when she gets those eyes, isn't it?
that's one. Yeah, I mean, you know what I did for a living, right? That her stare gave me shivers.
Seriously. I think she would be a great assassin.
It's just the subtlety.
I
thing.
think you might get a first-hand
That's
see
fair. That's fair.
It's,
if she wasn't
a
walking
bit
around and cooling down.
she's a bit too obvious when it comes to her
That's
face.
fair.
But hey, actually, now that I think about it,
The thing is that you both wear your hearts right on your sleeves. In very different ways.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Right there. I
Yeah.
think it's a good thing, though.
None of my powers seem to help this fight. Every time I reversed, I tend to see you all get hurt over and over again.
Okay. That's not true.
No, I'm saying
Because-
just the rewind.
Oh,
It's-
with the
it's-
reversal.
I
Okay.
think he actually
Let's-
does see us get hurt.
No,
You
they
did
might
so
like
much
force
healing
heals.
magic.
I know, yeah, well, properly understand my process with that, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought this gift was supposed to stop death, and I guess I was wrong. Seriously, I felt like I'd turned over a new leaf here. I'm like, oh, great, we're going to be champions. Let's do this. I'm all in. Forget 2 years, however long it takes, and then death. You know, just wasn't expecting it so soon.
I'm not claiming to know your powers, but knowing how I've come into mine, I think you misunderstand at the moment, not fully, what it's there for.
Clearly.
I think you're on the right track. I think it's amazing. I don't know anyone else who can do that sort of thing.
You know what the funny thing is in the Shadow Realm? Oracle doesn't have the same connotation that it does here.
Is it?
It is both a blessing and a curse.
Well, I can imagine with every reversal, you see a different outcome.
Not to mention, sprite. She's been great, but you know how hard it is to find things. I was kind of hoping that maybe she had snatched the vial at like all the other snatches that she does, but she didn't,
Is she?
so.
Where is she?
Is she here with me? Has she been here with me? Sprite?
You currently don't feel her presence.
I ain't no jailbird.
jailbird.
I don't know where she is, to be honest. I don't know if they captured her. I would assume they did.
Yeah. Well, I think we should
She
go have a
realizes maybe I'm not the
conversation.
oracle that they thought I was.
I mean, she could be getting a snack. I don't know.
I've heard of any hero of ancients or hero of anything being stuck in jail, so.
Sure, it's
Yeah.
happened.
But
Yeah.
that's not your title.
Listen, Dave, we'll figure it out.
Sorry, I don't mean to make this about me. I'm fine.
No, you're fine.
All right.
Listen, I was dead and I'm trying to help. I'm trying to comfort you here.
Yeah, it's really freaking me out.
I'm fine.
Calm about things.
I'm a little weak, but I'm fine. You did the best you could with the situation that was at hand. Trust me, if I had even the inkling of what you can do, I feel like I would be able to save more lives. But I can't. That's only you.
I put my hand through the bar. Let's extend it out to Aaron.
He takes it. So confused, but he takes it.
And I'll cast my last spell slot for Cure Wounds.
Oh,
Like-
thank you.
All right.
You are a stranger and you're now a brother. Thank you.
Oh, okay. I think... Yeah.
Good luck with Cizri.
No, that's for you. We're going to talk to the guards and get your stuff back.
And we're going to figure out that... I mean, I can try talking to the queen, but...
And do a little sweet talking. Yeah.
Cat's killing me. Aaron, will you be my new twin? I can learn disguise self. I can make it happen.
Pulls out a ring pop or whatever. Like,
I have a one-time change character creation option. I bought
Can't
it off
change
the
a
store.
potion. Let's go.
that's
Cost me
amazing.
an arm and a leg.
Sorry.
Listen, I've bribed my way past a few guards. If I can...
Don't get into more trouble on my behalf, please.
We're smooth talking.
That's fair.
Guards
That's
listen
fair.
to me.
Two people are going to try and do that. I'd rather it be you two.
This
Oh,
gets me in a
be
lot of
fine.
places. hmm
Thank you, Demi, for your kind words.
I didn't want you to just sit in here and think all night.
I was tortured thinking he had died.
Well,
He's okay.
you're not getting rid of me that easily.
Good.
Right.
Alright, I mean, let's go do what we do best.
Yep.
So,
Good luck.
for expediency's sake, you do find the guards. They're basically at the front desk. Mentioned about seeing about Avum's things and handing them over. Either Demi or Aaron, any one of you can go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Go for it.
Yep. Do I get help with this, or is it just me?
I'm going to say it's just you.
That's fine. Do I think that it's possible, as we're coming up, to subtly cast guidance on myself before I roll this?
Yeah.
Or no?
You would definitely be able to
Okay.
do so.
Just making sure, because I need as much as I can get. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
we should be fine. Persuasion, you said?
Yes.
25.
they look at you and they notice your the symbol on your forehead and recognize basically your station and are willing to have it part with you, provided that if they see you walk in with it again, basically they'll take it from you. So, yeah, perfect.
Yeah, cool.
And with that, we're going to go ahead and jump back to Cizri and Adek, as you all are both sitting, walking around the beautiful courtyard. It's sunset. Again, storm clouds are starting to roll overhead, it looks like. What are you two doing?
What is Adek doing?
It's probably just looking at you like really awkwardly.
Yeah, she's saying, like, she stands there, she's like, she watches them, like, you know, like, Aaron and Demi leave, like, and her arms are crossed. And then after, like, it's kind of clear that they're gone and, like, her and they're both alone, she just looks at Adek, she goes, "Can I vent to you for a second?"
Yeah, sure. That's fine.
Alright. What sort of idiot tells me that they can control themselves and then 2 seconds later gets arrested by the guards? Are you kidding me? Like, are you kidding me? We had Zelda right there. Of course she was gonna help. We're supposed to be her big champions. Of course things are gonna be okay. Why is he freaking out? I don't get him. And honestly, maybe this was a mistake to bring him here. Because if he's gonna just go off the wall all the time and I can't trust him when he says that he can do something, like, maybe he needs to go home then. Why did I bring him here and think he could do this if he's just gonna be an idiot all the time?
Oh!
Yikes!
Ava really starts sneezing about right now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like, are you mad or is it just me?
I wouldn't say mad. I mean, I'd rather him
Disappointed.
not be in jail, I guess, right now. But
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. But I mean, he's a good member of the team. We need him.
Oh, he's a great member of the team, yeah.
I just think that maybe he needs to have his first thought kind of remember that he's trying to keep people safe, but by lashing out, he's not keeping everyone safe.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. He does this all the time, Adek. Like, ever since we came here. What am I supposed to do with him? He loses his mind and his nerve at anything we go into something wrong. Like, of course we're gonna run into roadblocks. Of course we're gonna face enemies. Of course people are gonna, like, get hurt. That's just how this goes. I don't know why he just can't accept reality and try to make it better instead of going off on people, hurting people, putting us in more danger, and then moping about it afterwards. I'm sick of it, honestly.
I think he's grown a lot.
How?
I mean, he didn't want anything to do with me or Aaron when we first met. He didn't want to do anything, and now he's fighting against Vadi and taking down Yiga people, and I mean, he's doing all this stuff, and he didn't want to do any of that when we started. That's a lot of growth.
And I guess. But he's doing it because I asked him to, honestly. I don't even know how much he wants to be here. And I thought, like, maybe I was an idiot, I don't know, but I have seen an adventuring side of him my whole life. I've watched him slowly suppress it over the years, trying to bend to my parents' expectations, because I wasn't going to meet it, so he had to, right? So I drag him on this one last adventure. I think this is going to be the thing that convinces him. This is going to be the thing that unlocks the old side of him that I watched him suppress. Like, I thought this was going to be a good thing, but it kind of seems like he's going insane a little bit. And I honestly feel like, he said, I'm not like our grandmother. I wouldn't like, but I kind of feel like he's kind of turning into her a little bit. And maybe this was a big mistake on my part. I mean, maybe I was just selfish, and maybe I thought that I was projecting something. Yeah, I thought he was someone that he actually isn't, I guess is what I'm saying. Like, maybe he does just need to go home then if he can't handle this.
I mean, it's a lot to take on. I mean, on the train, I was very worried too. I mean, sometimes it's just hard to take the weight of everything. And that's where we have to be there for each other. If we try to push each other away just because somebody disappoints you, that's not going to end well. We're going to just be separate and sad and alone, and it's going to be horrible. But if we stick together, we'll be dopers.
My heart.
I mean, that kind of was what I was trying to tell you on the train, so I'm glad you're saying it now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just, like, I know he's talked that he's seen things that could have happened and they didn't. And I know that really hurts him. He's very sensitive. He always has been. But I know it's a lot to handle, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do when so here's the rundown of what happened, Attic. I went to go after to see Snake, to see if he had gotten, taken down by you. Good job, by the way. Avum finally catches up to me. He's totally hysterical. He's he was lunging at the guards. He was trying to just lunge at the corpse of Snake for some reason. Even afterwards, he's dead, he's dead. He was just freaking out, yelling at him. He was talking about how it was his fault. I finally kind of calmed him down enough to understand that Aaron was dead, right? And so then when I was trying to, keep a level head, take care of business, we still have a lot to do, I figured Zelda would heal Aaron, but it's that wasn't even a thought in his head. He was so obsessed with blaming himself, he couldn't even look past what was going on. So then I asked him, okay, we gotta split up, I have to go figure this out. He's like, I'll make sure they take Snake back to the, wherever they're taking him. So I said, fine. Avum, can you control yourself? And he said yes. So I trusted that. And then he goes and whatever he does, and now he's in prison. Come on, how am I supposed to work with that anymore? We've had... Go ahead.
Have you guys lost anybody suddenly before, like that?
Not really.
So this is a new experience for him. And, he has that ability that can turn back things he doesn't like to have happen. And to not be able to do that, that's gotta hurt. I honestly want to kind of see if I can learn a little bit from him even about that and try to understand that more, because that's gotta be hard to carry. He's told me, I've gotten destroyed by some things, and he's prevented it. I don't know, that sounds like he lives with watching people potentially die all the time. So to actually lose somebody, even if it is temporary, I was devastated. Just, you respond differently.
I know you're right. But this isn't just us. This isn't just our own little world that we can react however we want to when we're upset. We have so much more at stake. We can't just be an idiot whenever we feel like it, whenever we're sad. We can't. We don't have room. We have too many people depending on us.
You gotta give time for growth, though. This is a learning opportunity for him. And he can see how his actions affected everybody. He can grow from it. I mean, I really think he is suppressing this desire to be involved and to help. Maybe it's a lot of fear, though, that's holding him and keeping him from suppressing that rather than fully living it.
You think he's doing that too? This isn't just me?
Yeah, I mean, he loves being here. Like, we've talked for hours about different topics. He's curious. He wants to know more. He wants to figure things out. He wants to go and learn how to become more powerful. He is so many things. But I think he's afraid of a lot of different things, too, that come with it. So I think it's important for you and me and the others to be there with him when he's dealing with these heavy burdens. Just like I have a burden to carry, and you do. We all have things we're carrying. And we're there for each other. We can't just get mad because somebody did the thing we didn't like and say you're out.
Not one thing, though. I mean, that... Like, I don't know. He really likes to blame me when things go wrong and people get hurt, because I'm the one that asked him to come with me.
I don't hear him blaming you ever. I hear him blaming himself.
Yeah, I mean, it's been in a couple private talks. It was mostly when the Twilight monster thing came down.
And again, I think that's him suppressing.
Yeah. Look, I'm not saying I want to, like, force him to go home or anything. I don't know how much more tolerance I have for things like this. Honestly. I mean, if I'm willing to let him try again, but I'm about to kick him to the curb, honestly, if he does something like this again. And it's not because I don't love him or I don't think he has potential. Because I do. I mean, I'm the one that wanted him here. I mean, I know he could change everything if he wanted to, but I don't know if we have endless amounts of time to keep making 400 mistakes either. And I don't know. I guess he hasn't done anything huge like this a lot before, so it's not like I'm trying to be unmerciful about it, but he's said enough comments to alienate enough people before. Or lashing out at you, or at other people, at me.
He's been learning that, though. He's been working on getting better. He's been putting in effort. I understand you're upset about this. I would just encourage you to maybe try to get where he's coming from before getting too angry with him. And give him a chance. I mean, you can tell him where he hurt you, but give him a chance to try to do better.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I feel like I've tried to understand him and think about what he's feeling, but apparently it's always wrong, so I don't know, but I will try.
Oh, he's your brother. Keep trying.
Mm-hmm. We'll see if he wants to keep trying. And I'm not just saying it about me, I mean about this whole thing. I don't know.
I think if you send him away, he'll go. But if you still accept him, he'll stay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want him to stay for me anymore, though. I want him to stay because he wants to stay.
I think he wants to, but he cares so much about you that if you told him to go, he would go.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna tell him. I have some feelings right now, but I don't want him actually to go.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, I don't know why he's blaming himself anyway. I think, everyone was really struggling. Like, I was stuck in a room dueling some guy that was way better than I thought, which he hides in a box. You'd think he'd be super easy to beat, but he definitely wasn't. And so, I don't know. And he kept, outmaneuvering me. And she, as she's talking, she, trails off. And she looks down at her shoes. Which, audience, is boots of speed that could have really helped last time. And she goes, "Oops. I probably could have been there sooner."
Really?
Yeah, remember what Zelda gave me? Shoot.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, we all could say, what if we did this? What if I let Ash go and went and healed him right away? There's so many what ifs.
Right.
But we did the best we could.
Yeah.
They were tough.
Yeah.
There were some tough foes. It's okay.
There, well, he can share blame with me then, if he still feels bad about it.
Sure. Maybe that'll help him. I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah, maybe cool down a bit before talking to him.
You don't think I'm cooled down? But she smirks. She's clearly...
I mean,
okay.
significantly from when we started this conversation, but
Yeah, this is why I told them to go first. There's no way. I mean, I knew it would be over if I went and talked to him now. I mean, I know myself well enough.
yeah. That's good.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I mean, Aaron's back. That's great.
Mhm.
I'm glad he's back. Yeah. Confused a little bit, but this guy's back.
You're confused that he's back?
No, not that. Just that. When I was bringing him to Zelda, I don't know. I should just ask me some questions. I didn't understand why, but.
What do you mean?
Like, I was like, you gotta bring him back. And she's like, why do I have to bring him back? And I don't know, do people do that when you're, like, asking them for a favor?
I don't know. I've never been in that situation before.
I was just confused.
Asking why should I bring him?
Yeah, I thought we just would, like, immediately start going, but she asked me questions first. I was just confused. Like, I said we need him back, and then she's like, why do you need him back? And I don't know, I just didn't understand the question. So if anybody can give me insight on that, that would be helpful.
Okay. So what did you say then?
Because we were helping defend the land.
Okay. Then she was like, okay, sure.
Yeah, she said something about like how I needed to hear myself say it, which I also don't understand. But I don't know. Do you think Zelda doesn't like me very much? Do you think it's because of who I am? Maybe she was just like weird with me.
That's what I was talking to you about the other day, Anak. I'm a little worried. It's like she's... I don't know.
Why would you be like worried about me? I'm trying my best to not be bad.
I mean,
He's too wholesome. You're too wholesome. Oh no.
I just... want... I don't know. I don't know why. But
okay.
That's why I said I was a little, annoyed earlier. Remember when we talked about that? I want you to be treated for who you are. Who you are, Attic. Not any role you're associated.
Yeah.
And I don't think you ever deserve to be treated like someone else. So, I don't know if that's why that happened, though. I'm not sure. She did help, so.
She did, yeah. I mean, she probably knows best, like, what I needed at the moment, so.
I really wouldn't overestimate that, but sure.
I love it.
Everyone makes mistakes.
Yeah, maybe. Okay.
Not Zelda, though. Sparkle-wise.
Addict's trying to imagine Zelda making a mistake.
Can't see it.
Oh my gosh. I think we'll just wait a few minutes till Cizri is adequately cooled down, unless Attic had other things to say. But
yeah,
nope.
And eventually, as you all cool down or walking around in this, Demi and Aaron, you do manage to make your way back. I'm assuming you're looking through the various things while on the way back. Both of you can go ahead and make investigation checks.
Okay.
I think the main thing is he wants to make sure it's still there.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
And if David has another healing potion, he might just steal it.
He has
Dirty 20.
2 or 3. Yeah.
Dirty 20. Aaron, what did you get for your investigation?
10.
Okay. If you have any, if Avum has any healing potions, you're able to find that.
Cool. He's just going to take one.
Great. So
There
go
you
ahead.
And you've
2d4.
known in the past, he's always said that this is group share, so
Yeah.
So
he just makes them when he has materials.
2d4 plus 2. And then Demi, you're looking through, you do find those potions as well as various other stuff that Avum may have on hand. However, the vial of cyan glowing water is nowhere to be seen.
Okay.
Mary Sprite, if she stole that, was where they got to me.
I'm hoping. That's actually worrying now.
Yeah, she's gonna just be speaking really low and in Rito to Aaron and just be like, it's not here.
Sorry, I'm playing a critical role. You won't hear an accent just because you're speaking in Rito.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, that's actually very worrying now.
Yeah. So, either our job was done for us properly in returning it. There's a little sneak thief.
Hopefully spring.
Or it's back there, and we can't get to it anyways. So, Lit, what did they say though? Because you said that they said something as we left that
Like, not to come back or else they're taking
Well,
it in.
if you come back with the materials, they'll take it back. So basically, it's one of those cases
oh,
like, you can have this on hand. When he comes out, we trust that you'll have it. But if you come back with it and try to sneak back with it, that's not going to be good.
oh, okay. So we're just gonna keep all this stuff. Okay.
Basically, it's a early release of gear, essentially.
Yeah. Okay.
They didn't seem too worried when we got his stuff, though, so...
No.
Okay, run it by me again. What happened exactly after I died?
It was really hard to see through the tears, but
That's fair.
the twins ran off, following Snake. Adek took you, and I was left to wait for the guards who eventually were there and explained the situation to them.
Okay.
And then Cizri came back. We went back to the castle together. Didn't see Avon at the time.
Okay.
And Adek was, I don't know where, but we all met, and
So it'd be around the time he was alone. No one followed them. From what you can tell. Again, I'm sorry. I know you were very preoccupied at the time.
yeah. Wait, no one followed who?
Cizri and Avon.
No, they just kind of ran off to try to go catch Snake before he left.
Okay.
What are you thinking?
That it wasn't just them who ran off to go check its snake. But not sure. Too many unknowns. Maybe a guard was in on it, and once they saw what was in Avon's bag, they just took it. But
I mean,
because if they found it, no normal guard is just going to be as calm as they were when we went to get his stuff.
true, but at the same time,
Nor would I think they would even give us his stuff.
fair. But also, it's not like that's a widely known. Like, I've seen other potions and other things
That look similar.
that look similar. Yeah, it's not like, oh, I know exactly what this is, right?
Then it would have to be someone who knew what it was.
Yeah, which either again means
Someone was. So there's a guard out there that's not a guard.
there could be. It could be Bright, or it could just be that one of the other members of the Eyes of Truth here, or someone who's good. Those are kind of our three options right now. So we can rule out two of those if we go talk to the right people.
True. And until we find Sprite, we can't ask her for sure.
How do you call her? Like,
I don't know. I just see them like call her.
clap your hands, right?
Freaking Peter Pan or something like that. Like,
Happy thought.
Yeah. Hurry! Where's the nearest child that's gonna have its first laugh? I don't know. How you
Nope.
call
I'm not following that
Do you
joke.
need to stay a
About
night
more.
in this one?
I'm not following that joke. Anyway,
no.
so
Yeah.
it's as far as it's very as far as how to call fairies, I would say this could qualify under either religion or history.
Okay.
I'm gonna try history.
Okay. What's better? They're the same. Let's do religion. 18.
18?
18 for
Okay.
history.
18 and 18, great. Calling fairies is rather interesting. Usually it's done through, if you do call one, it's going to be usually for a specific flute and a specific song to accompany that. But rarely do you actually call fairies and do they respond. Normally that's reserved for the children of the forest that they'll respond to innately. So beyond that, the odds of them responding to anyone who's not a spirit of the forest or child of the forest, it's incredibly rare.
She responds to pranks, right? That's what. I mean, I've had very
Yeah.
limited interaction with her. I
She's
mean,
tried to
quick,
nab a few of my arrows.
pranks something. I don't know.
Tammy, do you ever... I'm not the pranking type, you know this.
I know.
I'm way too serious for that.
Yeah.
And the fact that I
Well-
acknowledge that about myself is something.
Yeah. That's okay. We need some non-jokey people, serious people to keep us focused.
Fair enough.
Where are Cizri and Attic?
They should still be on the castle grounds.
Gonna look around for them. Is that horse reading a book?
Yeah. As you've been walking around and walking up, having this conversation, you do eventually find Cizri and a deck. Cizri seems to... It's been long enough where it seems like Cizri is slightly cooling down, but yeah.
Well, okay. We talked to Avum.
Mm-hmm.
He's glad it was us and not you.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
actually very thankful for that. Yeah.
He's also very
Alright.
sorry. And a bit of self-blame in that regard. But it's an understandable reaction. Are we alone?
You're out in a courtyard, but there are guards casually walking around.
Like not like actively trying to like be near us or trying to listen.
None that you can tell.
Okay, he's just gonna come in closer. In of course whispering. We also have a really big problem.
Yeah, I think it's worse than what he was saying to the guards.
Big problem? Like what?
He had
Yeah,
a vial of
Attic,
liquid from the.
I think you know. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Attic, relax. And he's gonna put like his wing around Attic to just make sure he's not jittering too much.
Talking about.
Guys, I feel like I'm gonna puke right now. So.
You're fine.
Don't.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. It's okay. Just
Rachel
don't-
looks
just
so much more
relax.
sassy eating while you're
I
just like, I'm sure.
What are you talking about? What else is on his list?
Attic, first off, I need you to relax. Just breathe.
Sorry, three
Into the nose,
strikes.
out to the mouth. But the
I'm
Attic.
gonna sit down, okay? Just
Probably
sound
gonna-
Yeah,
like
let's sit down. We'll look more
Let's just all
casual,
sit down.
less
Let's just all
suspicious.
sit down.
Yes.
He had a
I'm
vial. He had a vial of liquid that came from the.
Resurrection pool.
Why?
So, is he in super big trouble now? Like,
He's fine for now. The guards don't seem to know. And actually, the problem isn't so much that he had it. It's missing.
Where is it? It's not in his stuff. I have all those things. I'm gonna read his journal. That's gonna be payback.
I'm gonna grab his journal from her.
No, personal.
Kind of joking.
I'll keep that safe.
All four of you, go ahead and make perception checks for me.
Perception.
You know, I switched dice and I still rolled 2, so maybe
Are
this
you
is just
right?
Cizri.
No, I'm convinced it's the Tavern's Curse of the Paladin with perception
Yeah,
checks.
it might be. It might be.
23. for
23.
perception.
Okay,
24.
24. 19, 6. Cizri, you are just so... You were
Seeing
calm,
red.
and then this happened again, and I'm assuming it's enough to... rising ever so slightly that you're just came in focus right now. Everyone else with a 19 and higher, you look down and you do notice right next to, as you grab the journal, a deck, and you start to put it away, you realize right next to you is that glass vial.
Just quickly grabs it.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, I'll let Aaron take that.
Yeah.
Sprite? Just kind of a question.
Quickly grabs it, puts it in his stuff.
Sprite?
I guess saying Sprite now. Where's Sprite? Oh, hi, Sprite.
She
Please
appears
tell me that
right.
was you.
She appears right on Cizri's shoulder. Yeah, that was me.
What was
Well
you?
done.
You are the best.
MVP.
Well,
Oh.
I heard how important that was. He got captured, so I took it away immediately while I was invisible and waited for the right opportunity.
Good.
I
Very
High
was-
good.
five. High five, Sprite.
Sprite, you are
I mean-
just a gem.
Tiny high five.
Yeah, she does that, and I was waiting on the roof, and then you all came in, and I was waiting the whole night, but you all came in, and I just followed you two back. So, yep, I think I should probably go back and be with him. He may.
You should. I'm sure he'd give him someone to talk to.
I'm sorry if I offended you by clapping, by the way.
Yeah, what was with that
Apa-
clapping? That was weird.
I don't know how to call fairies.
It's
don't know.
we normally only respond to the children of the forest, so no worries. And she's then gonna go ahead and turn invisible again and fly away.
Yeah, well,
This child of them all.
that's averted. We still need to return it.
Yeah, now you're gonna go to jail.
I will go return it.
Why does he have that?
It was, in his defense, it was the
He
spur of the
wanted to try
moment.
to heal people.
He wanted to make sure what happened to me didn't happen again.
I just look at
And-
Attic like, this is what I'm talking about.
Cizri. Cizri. I will say, when we said it was secret, I think that sounded very enticing. I could see that sounding enticing for that. But this is the most protected secret that I can personally think of, that I know.
Yeah, that's what you guys said back then.
Yeah, but we didn't emphasize the fact that it's also not, like, I don't know. I'm not trying to make excuses. I'm
Context
just really
clues, I
confused
mean,
about it.
but okay,
Yeah.
sure, yeah, okay.
You got it, though. I mean,
Just
you're totally
Go-
fine.
Just going to like
Brother's a
just
little-
going to hand
To
the
be
vial
fair-
to Demi.
To be fair, he doesn't get context clues like I don't get subtlety. So,
Mhm.
he gets a little bit more of a pass, maybe.
To be fair, if you just knew how to be just a little bit more subtle, you would be an excellent spy.
Mhm.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. Even Avum even said so.
Maybe
Would
I'll
I
be spy
be a
later.
good spy?
Maybe you'll be a spy later.
I think you might be a bit too wholesome for the work.
No,
To be
I
fair.
think she's
You would be great actually as someone who makes all this by like gear.
Connections.
Actually, you know what? She should be in my line of work. We can go set up a little cart and keep an eye on people because I always had to talk to people and So, you know-
That would be very perfect.
night vision.
Probably not
Yeah.
my line of work. My line of work is a bit more direct.
Don't do what he does.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
It's not a good line of work. As
No.
he's saying this, he just like hands the vial to Demi.
Yep. That's fine. Take it. I think I will go return this, being in the eyes of truth that I am. I could probably get away with it. Get the most off the hook with it. So
Oh, like how are you planning on doing this exactly?
I was going to make it up as I went on. That's what I do best.
Oh.
Improv. No, I was actually just gonna ask to go down there and inquire about stuff and, either lie about we found it on the enemies we slew. Probably that one actually.
Doesn't
I don't know
that
about those
make way
implications.
more concerns though for them?
Yeah, that's.
I'd
I was just gonna go
rather the
return it
guards
and
be.
be honest.
To be fair,
Yeah.
I'd rather the guards be on higher alert instead of focusing on Avon.
But if they think
looking for the wrong thing too when there's a real threat could be bad.
Also true.
Yeah. I was just gonna go return it, though.
That's
In the
probably.
end.
To be fair, that's probably just best to just do that.
Can't you just walk past the pool, drop it in?
That could also potentially work. Yeah.
I mean, I just would hate to have people think something happened when it didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, because then, maybe it'll be fine. Who knows?
I think it'll be fine. I'm not worried, actually, about this. I'm less worried doing this than what would happen if they found that he had it. Yeah.
It's better she has it.
Yeah.
All right. So
I'm gonna go do that.
Good luck. I think. Well, to be fair, I actually don't know what to do now.
Are you tired? You need to go to sleep or something, my man.
Take you to bed.
Yeah. I mean, I need to go talk to Abram, but I mean, if you want, we can take you to the inn first.
It's fine. I think I can manage on my own.
Okay.
I'm not doing that. No, I don't know. I don't know if we're doing that thing right now where you're supposed to go on your own after you just died. I mean, that's... How mad would Avon be if you died again?
What if you wait here until Demi's done with her thing and she'll walk you back?
Yeah, can you hold all his stuff?
Okay.
There you go.
Just, probably fair.
Take some time to breathe. Look at the stars. I'm glad to be alive. Just let yourself take it in.
Take another potion, maybe.
No, you need more healing? I can heal you up, man.
I'm fine, thank you. Actually, I stole one of Avum's potions.
Already casting Cure Wounds on you.
Oh,
okay. You get 13 back.
Nice. Oh, thank you. Much better.
Welcome. Maybe I'll go with you, Cizri. Just, to see my buddy, old pal, in jail.
Also, please make sure she doesn't kill him. I feel like that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, and I wink, but it's really obvious.
Which is I'll just say, which is why I think you'd be a great assassin. It's just a subtlety thing.
Oh yeah.
Oops.
It's in the eyes. Got a killer look.
Me?
Can you ever be like an honest assassin? Like you never lie to anybody?
It would be very hard to escape authorities.
That's true. I try not to lie.
Okay. That's fine.
Like you run into a guard and be like, "What happened to that man?" I was like, "Oh, I killed him," and so probably not for the best.
What if I was just like, "I prefer not to answer your question right now"?
I mean, that could work.
You could do that, and then divert him with a smoke bomb, and then just disappear.
Yeah, smoke bomb, and I'm gone.
Oh, I hate those
Never
so
have to
much.
answer questions.
Cool, honestly.
I hate smoke.
I'm trying to learn how to zip around teleporty wise. I could probably get out of there.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty cool.
Smoke pellets. What is with you, Sheik, and smoke pellets?
Well, first of all, it's really cool. You're missing out. And secondly, Attic, I think, you know what? You can be an assassin of the hearts by being charming and sweet like you are.
Oh. Cool.
Maybe it's not the kind you want to be, but I think you're too nice for that.
Well, thanks for thinking I'm nice.
Everyone thinks you're nice.
I think everyone thinks that. That's not just me.
It's not.
Should
It's not
you
just
go
that.
do your thing, and we'll go talk to Avum now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have
More
fun.
compliments Attic gets more. He's like, I don't know what to do.
Eddic, please make sure she doesn't kill him. We don't need any more problems over here.
You think I'm capable of self-control, Aaron? I will be fine.
I've seen glimpses of you probably losing self-control, so
Not lost self-control.
just a slight worry.
I'm a little offended, honestly. I always.
All right, let's
make
get
sure
walking.
that-
And she's just gonna yell like, "I'm joking, by the way."
You better be. She yells across the courtyard.
As Adek and Cizri make their way to go talk to Avum, Aaron sits down on this little stoop holding the various things, and Demi makes her way to return the vial. That's where we're going to go take a break. So, all right. Heavy RP first half, and probably be same way second half. So yeah, go ahead and stick around here. We'll be back in about 10 minutes, so that'll be about 8:49 or so. Stay tuned, everybody. Hello, everybody, and welcome to part 2 of tonight's decompression session after last week. In case you're just now joining us, welcome to Adventure Rolls Winds of Calamity. It's a Zelda-inspired D&D campaign. And this week, our players are processing after a very emotional and intense combat, resulting in a character death. And they've just had several conversations. Currently, we're picking up where a pair are going to be going and talking to one of the characters that is currently in prison. Another is returning a very important item that was stolen. And we're going to go ahead and pick from there. But first things first, Avum. As you're sitting in the jail with the dancing lights, just continue to fidget with them, you hear around you, "Hey!"
Oh. You're safe?
She appears on your knee and says, "Yes, I'm safe. And good news is, so are you."
Oh, we'll see for now. Cizri still hasn't seen me, but
You have a
Thank
point
you.
there.
Yeah.
I was more talking about the other thing.
Did you hurt?
Oh, it's in the hands of everyone else now.
He just snatches her up.
Hey, don't ever do that again.
You're going to like it. You are my favorite. You can prank me and I'll never get mad ever again.
And she goes, "Okay. Whew."
Do you want another? And I'm like,
No!
I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
And she just basically go just like this full on just, "No!" Oh, okay. All right.
Why? The gods are going to show up. Jeez.
That's fair. All right. Well, you're safe. I'm gonna go dry off.
Thank you, Sprite. Seriously.
Well, I was charged to protect you.
Wasn't as worried about myself, but how much I hurt the team. Thank you.
Of course.
I like you better than Scrappy.
Well, that's not hard. I can actually talk.
I mean, that's fair. But no one else understands that. He just does it like, it's so cute and I can do a whirly thing, you know?
Hey, I don't know how he understands it. It doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. And everyone knows you're better than Kevin. I mean, that's obvious. So,
True.
yeah.
I mean,
That guy's been dropped too many times on his spine or something.
Rating needs to figure that out. Well. All right. Well, I think I should probably go invisible again.
Sure.
All right. And she then
How many times
just...
can you do that? That's very impressive.
I don't know. DM Fiat. So with that, she then does that and basically almost like hides away into your little shawl. And this point, Cizri and Avum, you do arrive, or Cizri and a deck. You do arrive at the guard
the
outpost.
guardian red beam on Avum at the moment.
You are both guided back to Avum. What do you do?
Avum's face goes just a little paler.
How's it going?
Oh, we know never better.
Yeah, we're great too.
I can see that.
They treating y'all
What?
right in here?
Oh, the food's atrocious. Oh, you know what? Sorry. The guards are doing the best they can, trying to be nicer to him. Sorry, that's not funny. Sorry, sister. I can see the jaw thing. My bad. No, I'm just glad you are all alright and Aaron's okay. And sure, you know about Sprite and all that. So.
Yep.
Glad that didn't cause any more trouble for you.
So, can you walk me through what was going on in your head earlier? Please.
You're not going to yell at me first?
Why don't you walk me through what was going on
Sure.
in your head first?
Sure. All right. You have the mom voice. All right. So, I mean, I wanted. Wait, which part are we talking about?
Why not all of it?
All right. Well, when I found out about they have a way to resurrect people easier, I figured if I could get my hand. No,
Not that.
That's why I was asking for
Okay,
clarification.
sorry. No, I'd already moved on from that. I'm talking
Sure.
about what happened.
I'll be honest, I really wasn't thinking. I think I was more grieving. I thought I could keep my cool. And the thought that here's another good person that died. I could have saved him and I didn't. Just made me upset when we were stopped by the gods and they had no idea who we were. As if they have no clue what you both are sacrificing for this realm. Or what it feels like to hold this responsibility for everyone else so they can live a perfectly normal day. A day that I would love to have. And I'm just regarded as a common nobody. Just triggered me. Kept thinking, what if the gods had gotten there just a second sooner? They found Snake's body. Perfectly fine. But not quick enough to save Eren. So I'm sorry. I think I would have been fine if I had known he'd actually be okay. But I can't promise I'd be that way if you had died. I would have been the same. I can't promise I won't react like that if someone else dies again. I'll try. I didn't mean to make things worse for you.
So, is a lot of this because you feel like it's your thing, your responsibility? I mean, I know you said the guards set you off, but do you feel like this is all on you?
I mean, partly. It's the only reason I have these powers, isn't it? Keep you safe. Keep others safe.
I guess, but not to have to be perfect at it either.
There are a few times think it is okay to strive for perfection, and I think this is one of them.
Not if it drives you crazy and you lose control.
Maybe.
Avum, you're not a failure. You're really not. And I feel like that thought's in your head right now, but you're not. I mean, would you say that I'm a failure from what happened?
No, the fact that she's not yelling at me, I feel like you are quite successful, to be honest. An honest friend. I feel like you are playing a big part in this conversation.
Or like Demi? Would you say she's a failure from what happened? Because we're a team. We went in that together.
I mean, I don't look at any of you as failures, but as a team, did we fail each other? Yeah, sure. We won the fight, but we've failed to keep Aaron alive.
What happens when you fail on a potion?
Going. Did I get it right?
I understand these are bigger stakes than just a potion, but when we're up against things that we don't even understand fully yet, we need to be together. And I get that you have a lot of weight on your shoulders with that time thing you do. Can you show me some of that sometime? I want to see if I can understand, maybe even a little bit.
At the
Carry
moment,
some of that weight.
I don't think any of you all can see it.
Yeah, but I mean, we have our science bro times. You and me chatting.
I can
I
try.
want to help carry some of that burden for you too.
You'll have your buttons already.
You have yours. You carry mine. I'm carrying yours. We're a team. You're not more responsible for others than we're responsible for others. We're the same team here.
Sorry, I made things more complicated, though. I could have avoided a lot of this.
I forgive you. Because I know I'm probably going to make things complicated too.
Avum's side eyes, Cizri.
All right, listen. Sorry. I understand there's probably a lot of pressure. You are dealing with things I don't get. And
You don't feel pressure too? I'm sure you have a lot of pressure on your shoulders.
I mean, sure, there is a lot we have to take care of, but that's what I'm trying to do. Take care of it. You know, I mean, and I know you are too, but I don't know, I guess we just process things differently.
Very jealous of you.
Of what?
Your ability to accept this insanely huge responsibility, as if it's a new dress that you picked out or a new vacation that you get to go on. I just feel like it's so easy for you, as if you're meant for this. I don't feel like I'm meant for any of this. Like a square peg being trying to push into a circle hole. I think it's the other way around, actually. I think it's the triangle one. I think a square can go through that. Anyways, it's one of the pegs can actually just go through when it's not the shape. It's actually a really ineffective method.
Yeah.
Sure, sorry.
I don't know. You've usually felt more for the both of us. I don't really think about how I feel. I'm just doing things because it needs to be done. And a lot of times you think of the 4,000 implications of what might have happened or what could happen or what did happen, and your brain never stops. So, I mean, I think that's why we've always been a good team, though. Because if you were by yourself, you would never move an inch. And if I were by myself, I'd never stop. But I
in the background, just like, yeah, good job.
You know why I fear so much, though?
Why?
Yeah. Why I have this fear every day of that. The day you fell out of the tree, I thought I did lose my twin. That I would have to live alone in this world without you. That terrifies me. So the fact that I would let everything else go to prevent that. Not something you both would do. You both are willing to let go whatever you have for everybody else. And I'm trying to understand it, I really am. It terrifies me. It's like it happens to everybody. All these champions are dead. That helped the hero. Cadet lost everybody that she felt this way about. I hate having feelings. I hate being this sensitive. Why I put myself into clockwork and potions, things that they're arbitrary. You can quantify them. You can get the calculation right so that the outcome is always the same. Life doesn't work like that, and you succeed at it when I don't.
I mean, this is probably very cliched. So you can laugh at me if you want. But I just feel like if there was a guarantee we wouldn't lose anything, nothing would be as beautiful as it is. Like, there's going to be a day where one of us is without the other. It might be tomorrow. It might be 500 years from now. There's going to be a time that happens. Not that I want it to happen, obviously. But it's something that we have to accept someday. And I would rather spend every day I have enjoying what we have, fighting for what we have, fighting for other people, and risking things than clinging so hard to something that we're afraid to lose it, and we're living in that fear. It is scary, I mean, but I don't want you to be consumed by it either. I mean, I feel like all this is starting to drive you a little crazy. I don't want that for you.
What are you saying?
I mean, I'm just saying that I want you to I hope that you get to a place that you feel more at peace. And I'm not sure sitting in a potion shop is going to do that for you either. I think that's something that you need to do and grow towards.
Yes, I do find the small things peaceful. And I do find peace in little moments on this trip. There are times that I've been quite happy. I mean, shoot, these gloves are amazing. Well, I don't have them on me, but the gloves that, I have, I mean, that was an awesome moment. Then 2 seconds later, I will be at peace when your mission is done. And you can have fun doing what you want to do without risking yourself. Unless risking something you're going to do for the rest of your time. And at least to give you a safe place to come home to. People aren't chasing after you, targeting you.
I think you're more upset by that than I am.
I'm very upset about that. You just see like that fire that normally is in Cizri's eyes for adventure kind of goes behind his eyes. I'm invested because I want to take Vadi down. So he'll leave the two of you alone. That's why I'm here. Let's make sure you don't die. And make sure that things that are out there that are evil are vanquished or stopped or whatever. That's why I've chosen to stay. But if you're going to ask me if I want this for myself, the answer is no. I wouldn't do this if it was just me. Why I look up to both of you. 4 of you, really. 5 of you.
So you don't want to stay, but you're choosing to. Is that what I'm hearing?
I don't want to be near you. I want to be around all of you. But I didn't want these powers. They were given to me. I have to want this to be an adventurer?
No. I think the choice is enough. But I think I want to ask 2 things from you. If you're willing to hear them.
I was willing to hear anything you have to say.
1, where I know things are unpredictable, but promise me you will try to keep a cooler head, especially when something tragic happens. I mean, you might lose me. You have to be okay. You have to hold on to a part of yourself if something like that ever happens. Because if you lose it, it's gonna have a ripple effect on everything. It's going to be bad.
I can try.
That's all I want. I want you to try. And if you feel yourself losing control, rely on other people. Because if you were feeling yourself losing control when we were talking, and if you would have said, no, Cizri, I can't keep control, I would have stayed with you, and I probably would have been able to smooth the situation over. So, if you can't control yourself, talk to one of these guys or me. Yeah?
Again, I'll try harder to think about that in the moment, but yes, I'll try.
Yeah, I get it. The other thing is, this is your choice now, right? To stay? That's what
I
you're
don't
saying?
understand. I mean,
I'm asking you before I have my last condition. That's what you're saying? It's your choice to stay?
versus what? Go
That's
home?
what you're choosing? Yeah.
Do you want me here?
Yes. Only if you are choosing to be here. I can't even say if you want to be here, because you don't want to be here. But if you're choosing to be here, I want this to be because you choose to be here. I don't want to be blamed anymore for anything that goes wrong. Okay? I'm kind of...
I don't blame you for anything, Cizri. I don't.
I think you forget some of your passing comments to me when things get tough. I can brush them off.
I don't
But
blame
feel
you.
them.
I don't blame you for anything that's happened. I do sometimes feel and wish that maybe we had stayed home and someone else would be having to deal with these things. That wasn't your choice. I don't blame you. Ever. So don't think that for a second.
It's kind of hard when I get comments from you like, are you happy with this adventure, Cizri? After someone innocent dies. That's kind of hard not to take that any other way. Like I said, I brush it off, but I hate hearing that.
That was not meant to be in that context, so I apologize. It goes back to just this. Every time something's happened, it's like you can brush it off so easily, and it's hard for me to understand. You are so strong, and you don't lose control out of anger or grief or emotion. It's like you just automatically already knew that this was part of this, and that's great. I'm glad you have that. I just didn't understand it at the time. I'm starting to understand a little bit more, I guess. I never blamed you for his death. I would assume Viren.
Okay. Yeah. Just,
Sorry I did that to you.
Just, no more comments like that in the future would be appreciated.
I will try. I didn't realize that's how I said it, so...
Yeah, I had a few of those. Like I said, I think when you get emotional, you don't even know what you're saying. So...
Well, if you would come to me when you feel these ways, I can try and explain better. I don't ever want you to feel like you're a disappointment or I blame you for anything.
Yeah, because when I got one
my whole life is about to keep you safe and help you be what you want to be. Why? It's like counter to who I am.
Yeah. Well, I just want you to find yourself here. I think you have. Before tonight, things are going pretty good. Aaron just needs to not die anymore.
No promises.
Do you think you found yourself?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I've always known who I am. Just I haven't been able to act on it.
Am I holding you back?
Now?
Ever? Well, since we've been here. Am I holding you back from being who you want to be?
No. Not since we came here. I mean, you never even really did back in the Twilight Realm. I stayed of my own choice to try and get you to do what we used to want to do. No, I mean, we made an agreement. You've been cool about going into things you don't like. I get that, and I appreciate it. But that's why I kind of wanted to establish now this is your choice to stay here. This isn't just for me and only me. This has to be for you.
It's always been my choice. I could have gone back.
Yeah. This has to be for you.
Quinn is like half me anyway, so it's like half and half. So
Sure.
Yes and no.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, Cizri. Good luck.
Do you have any other good pep talk things to say, Attic?
Nope, not right now.
Besides, I don't know if this helps you at all, but I think some equal guilt is shared in not getting Aaron to be okay. I had some stuff that could have been mean edge that I forgot about.
You know what I mean?
Like, I got stuck dueling some cigar chomping guy and hiding in a box. And
Such a
I was
weird technique. Effective, I guess.
It was like oddly effective, which
Do you
kind
not?
of makes
Was there no smoke that came through the box or anything? Was he just chewing an unlit cigar? I have so many questions.
Yeah, it all happened really fast. I think it was unlit. I don't know. Killed like 3 people though. But anyway, I got stuck in a duel with him. Was trying to get back to you guys. Kind of assumed you'd be okay. Then realized that was not the case. Anyway, when I did realize, I probably could have gotten to you guys faster. Because I had like these booths that the Queen gave me. But I definitely forgot I had those. So, ended up coming in too late and then just immediately collapsing. So, you know, none of us did too hot.
I mean, if we're honest, like that fall he took from when he was flying, I probably could have prevented if I wasn't so focused on the fight with Nash and the others.
Oh, wait, what do you mean?
Just so I can make people who are falling not fall as fast.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
I
I think
probably
that's
could have
understandable.
cushioned that blow for him a little bit. So,
Yeah.
I mean, we all made mistakes.
It felt like I chose Demi or Aaron. Just don't like having to choose.
I mean, unfortunately, the reality is I think we're gonna be dumb sometimes and we're not gonna be the best.
We just gotta do the best with the time that we have.
Yeah. And don't yell at me. This is probably the best possible place this could have happened.
What? I'm just kidding. Just
It's-
joking. I won't yell at you.
That's why I kind of wasn't freaking out. We have Zelda and that whole thing right there. We just saw something like that happen. you know, I mean, this was a good time for this to happen. I'll just say that, because if we're in a different city and this happens, we're in trouble.
Yes. Those are the things I think about. One little factor could be different.
Yeah.
Right? A lot more intense to me. Or what if she wouldn't let us, or it didn't work, or the juice is only good for a day and like hadn't been a full day or something. I don't know. I don't know how this stuff works.
Yeah. I mean, that's when we would cross that bridge when we came to.
Do I still get to study it? I really think I can figure out something on my.
No.
Okay.
No, that's just going away, and that's never happening again.
That's fine. Just a question. It was fine. Just a thought. I felt like I was close to something.
Anyway, well, I don't know. I've said all I need to say. Do you have anything you need to say before we let you sleep in your lovely hotel room tonight?
You can't pay bail for me?
What? There's a what? Is that a flight realm?
I don't know. Is that a thing? I don't know. I've read it about things. Do I have to stay here? I assume I do. I'll stay here.
I can ask before I go.
It's fine. I'd rather you save the money.
I didn't even think about it.
Paying bail. Yeah.
Yep, didn't even think about it.
I mean, you didn't do anything that bad. Wink.
That was very subtle.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
it depends on what he said to the guards. Like
I
how.
guess.
I don't even want to know, actually. Like,
Quiet. Don't remember.
I mean, I can ask before I go.
really, what did he say?
No, not that. Ask about
Oh,
bail.
that's what I thought. Yeah, we'll ask. But if not, see you tomorrow.
Alright. Be safe. Please. Run off and do something risky without me.
I was gonna go like, I don't know. I was gonna think of some thing to do,
I
but
think you do it. You want me to break out of here tonight and get into more trouble?
Yes. No. Aaron almost walked off by himself though, so I think we're gonna go make sure.
Go follow Aaron then, and make sure he's not alone. There's no more assassins. They can't get one. I don't know if there are.
We don't know that. There could be lots more.
I could be dead in the morning, but now you'll know there's more.
Okay, wait. Maybe we'll pay bail. Let's go.
I'll check on the way out.
Yeah, we'll go check really fast and see if we can get him out.
Maybe Vati will find me here in the bars like I found him.
Yes. So on your way out, you asked one of the guards, and they flip through their papers, and he is just supposed to be here for the night, but it looks like the bail has been set for about 150 rupees or so.
Deal. I put in 150 on the table.
Deal. You didn't hear this at all from the barracks?
It's a small barracks, so yes,
You
would
do.
hear it.
Oh no, he denies it. Don't you dare spend.
There's
No,
150 out on the table.
please don't.
The guard looks like, all right, and
I hand over like, what is it? What's half of 150?
75.
75. Oh, I did that in my head, but I was like, that can't be right. I'm bad at math, but I did it anyway. I just hand 75 over to Attic.
Oh,
So
good.
proud, Rach.
This is worse than staying here all night.
Consider
rather
it your
just stay here.
punishment, sir.
I'm just picturing it of it's 150. Aim ha!
Now you know not to do it again, or it's another 150, or more because second offense.
I'll pay you both back.
Okay, can we get him back?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think he's learned his lesson.
He's learned his lesson.
They go and they unlock and they let you out, Avon.
You run a very nice and adequate barracks, sir.
guard nods and then just goes back to his
Should be
post.
proud of your position. I am jealous.
Wait.
All right, buddy, let's go.
Oh dear.
All right.
Yeah, later on, he's like, that's about all I can say nice.
And as this is all happening, Demi, how are you returning this vial?
So I know that there's other Sheikah down there, clearly.
There may not be any there currently.
Right. Demi is going to so sorry, I'm trying to imagine how
Yes.
the like entrance to like this place looks.
So basically, it is almost seems to be a cave that seems to be built into the side of the foundation, or maybe it was a cave, a downward cave that was built on top, and the castle the castle was built on top of it. Either or could be the case, but it is a cave that leads downward into the cellars of the castle, and this part is where there are a lot of guards, heavily armored and wearing very nice, almost great swords on their back. So it's gleaming and nice. It's the basically like almost like the blackened blades that you'd find in like Breath of the Wild, where it's the knight.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Those are fun.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna approach and just see how this goes. So I'm just gonna go up and I know this might be a long shot, but I was hoping to go back down there. There's something that I forgot down there.
Make a deception check.
Okay.
I believe in you, Demi.
I believe in me too. Oh boy. Okay. Where's deception? There's deception. 22.
The two guards kind of look at each other. One slightly gives a nod, and the one then turns and says, "You forgot something down there, then you are permitted, but do note that I will accompany you down."
Yes, of course. Thank you.
I'm assuming that you are speaking of the shrine?
Yes. We were just there with our friend.
Alright. He nods and guides you along the way, and as he's walking down, say, "So tell me, what exactly did you lose down here? I can potentially assist in finding it."
Yeah, I know it sounds really dumb and I could probably get another one, but, my Rito friend had gifted me a feather of his that I had used in the ceremony to bring him back, and I think I misplaced it. And I know it's a small thing, but it's really, really important to me. So I just wanted to make sure that I get that back.
He's nodding along. Another deception check.
Okay. Uh, 21 this time.
He's nodding along ever so slightly. He's very well. And eventually you do make it to the bottom, and you see the pool of the shrine around you. It says, "I will assist in looking. In which case, he scares about, but is still in relatively eye level of you. So what do you do, Demi?
I'm going to, and it's a pretty clear area, right? There's not a lot.
Yes.
Okay. She's just gonna be talking, kind of just like, all right, it's like, you know, one of his like primary feathers, and like just talking about some Rito feathers. And when she's gonna kind of look around like the bank of the pool, like if they're going almost opposite, so like she's still keep making sure that she's keeping in peripheral but looking around, and she'll say, we were a little bit towards the back, and then kind of like make it look like they're making an arc to go back, and then she's going to try to uncork as she's kneeling down and return the liquid.
All right.
Really, really quick. And she also has a feather in her hand.
Yeah.
Just in case. It's like up her sleeve. Yeah.
So, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check to see if you are able to get it without being seen.
Okay. Can I cast guidance on myself? Is that a verbal spell that would arouse suspicion?
I think if it has V, then it is verbal. And without the subtle spell, you will need to speak it.
It is. Okay.
Then yes, you wouldn't be able to.
Okay. So. I'm just gonna roll this straight. I'm just gonna roll it straight.
All right.
Okay, you said sleight of hand?
Yep.
24?
Okay.
That's almost 24. That's almost my max.
All right. You pour it around, and then he kind of looks over for a split second, and then you palm it really quickly, and he says, I'm not finding it anyplace. And then he just keeps on looking.
Oh! And she's gonna...
And you keep on pouring it into the into the liquid, and he doesn't seem to have noticed you pouring.
I was like really nervous. I was like, I don't know what this guard sees and doesn't see. Oh my gosh. I feel so sweaty. She's going to kind of like, you know, make it look like she's kind of like squatting down, looking in the ground. She's like, oh! I found it.
Very well. Come, let us be on our way.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Alright. And she happily goes and chats about how his day's going, you know, and just thanking him.
He's very casual in the conversation. He's not a conversationalist because clearly he's on the clock.
Yeah.
But you're able to be escorted out, and eventually you do meet up back up with Aaron. And at this point, with how long it would have taken to get over to that portion and back down and then up, you do find that meeting back Cizri, Adek, and now Avum, you all three able to meet back up at the courtyard.
Oh, wonderful. You got them out.
I got your feather.
Oh.
It was down there.
Ah.
I didn't want to lose it. It was too important.
Of course.
All of us are together now, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, even nice to see you outside of jail.
Thank you.
Did you learn your lesson?
How much was bail?
Oh, it's very cheap.
50
Also,
gold.
was it bail or a fine that we paid too?
Both.
Okay.
Okay, so the fine was the bail. Okay.
Yeah, basically. They threw it into one.
Okay.
Demi, Erin, does either one of you want to buy a pistol or a ring for 150 rubies from me? It's a great deal, actually.
I think you need to go
We need
to
to
bed too.
keep them.
There is no need for that. Also, you might need that.
It's worth a shot. Don't like having debts to people.
Let's go back to the inn, guys.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's
Let's go get
time
some
to go to
food.
Mm-hmm.
He just rolls up next to Cizri. Can you pay for my dinner? I don't have any money. Okay, thank you.
You get the kids' meal though.
Oh, I think it's chicken nugget night, actually.
I'm just kidding.
Better than that sludge that they were about to offer me.
True.
Sorry, everyone. Seriously.
It's fine.
I'm glad you're back, Aaron.
Oh, back together, and he just puts his arms around all of them.
Oh yeah, we needed another group hug because Ava wasn't part of it last time.
Another group hug.
Ah.
We got to the outside being like, now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
We've learned lots of lessons today.
We did. I actually have quite a few notes about things. So.
New things?
Well, I guess last night going into.
Yeah. Also, I have some like stuff.
Not to
Some of our
like,
friends
you don't
that
know.
maybe we could divide up if we want to.
What'd you get?
I like dig around in my bag as we're walking. I got a Yiga symbol, which no one wants. I will break that later in the hotel room. I found some bracers. I don't know if those are anything special. I actually found 2 bracers. So, I think that's actually it. And yeah, unless I missed something lit, but I think you just gave me 2 bracers.
It was 2 bracers. I'm looking through the sheets right now. So it was 2 bracers. There's also and
Orders from Nash on the monk or the bard or something.
Yeah. So and then I was like, that was basically it. So nothing really.
I just kind of like. Oh, sorry.
I was saying nothing really all that special. So yeah.
I just kind of hand the orders to Aaron too.
Oh, yeah.
Be like, that was on. I think the kid with the little loot. And yeah, I think we're in the pits. Wink. And like the note says something like, we have to deal with some pests at this operation or something, is what I remember.
Yeah.
If I had to guess, that was us.
It was
Interesting
saying,
that they knew.
it was saying that there might be pests, not that there will be pests.
Mm-hmm.
So
I can look at those items when we get back too. See if they're anything
Yeah,
special.
great. Yeah, see if we can do anything with them.
And about these orders, he was my mentor, so of course he would probably know that we'd look into it as well.
Did you know that? Oh, maybe I'll wait till the hotel until we talk about this.
Probably for the best.
oh, and you did see magical armor on Nash specifically.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't gonna like take his armor off in the middle of the street, so I left that on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then you only took the 2 bracers then.
Yeah.
Not that I don't trust you guys, but did you see the body of the other one?
Yeah.
So he's
Yeah, dead.
you confirmed it. He's dead.
It seemed like it. Yes.
Okay. Well, it's always better to confirm it than be surprised that they come back.
Ooh.
Maybe tomorrow you can ask where Nashes.
Yeah.
Hey, you would think they'd let you speak with him.
Probably not for the best. I'm not entirely in the right mindset.
Yeah, not right
Well,
now.
The guard captain said that.
Yeah.
I say we
No.
do. He might have lots of great insider info for us, you know? But I think he said that we need to at least. No one needs to go alone or something.
I don't think we're allowed alone, period. I'm actually surprised there are no guards here with us.
Right. Are you going to the meeting tomorrow still, Aaron?
That was the plan.
Okay.
You need a lot of good sleep tonight.
Yeah. I still want to come with you if you want me to. But this time I can, support you. So you're limping around. You just really need me, you know?
I don't think that will be necessary, but if it comes down to it, sure, I can pretend my...
Yeah.
It's a good reason to have her come.
All right.
So at this point, you've been walking out of the castle courtyard and through the castle town square and making your way then toward the university district, where you are currently staying at the inns as you have paid for various rooms for the nights. The tavern portion is rather quiet tonight. It seems that more people are focused on studying and general conversations happening. It's not less lively and more of a casual, calm environment than you're used to for most taverns. At one of the tables, you see Reyna is sitting there, and she is currently seems to have a stack of books, and she's just writing down various notes of things. So, and
Did you see Avum come in with his jail garment on still because he didn't get changed into his actual stuff?
Oh, shoot,
no,
that reminds
he,
me.
would've been-
Abel.
he had his normal clothes with him.
Oh, okay.
So, and you do see in a corner booth as well, there appears to be two familiar Gerudo in the corner as well. Seeming just to be having a nice casual conversation, not paying much mind to Reyna or everyone else.
Familiar as in...
Lydia and Chandwin.
Okay. Oh.
We're
There
playing
you
it cool. We're pretending we don't know them. Why are they here?
You guys can talk to them.
They did say that they were making their way to Castletown. That was 12 sessions ago, though. So, but they did.
Oh,
They
okay.
did.
Yeah, I think
They
it was
did.
before we teleported and they weren't
Oh,
going to or
okay,
something.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, you can talk to them. I don't see why not.
Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to them.
Oh,
If
I don't know.
you want me to look at the items first or talk to them?
Can we make sure?
Why not?
First, then we can.
It only takes 10 minutes, right? You could order food and...
Probably fair.
Okay. I'll go talk to them.
I think I'm going to call it a night, though.
I'm
If
with
that's
you.
okay
You're
with
not
the rest
staying
of you.
alone. And I'm tired as well.
Okay.
You have separate rooms, right?
Attic already knows.
Yeah.
Aaron, I need to talk to you. Or Avum, you need to know too, I think. But Attic already knows. And so does Dummy. But it's just talking about her really fast. It's just really quick. Okay.
This is a first.
Okay.
Quick
I'm
group
usually the one
huddle.
that has. Oh, okay. Okay.
No, so we just go in Aaron's room really fast,
Yeah.
and I hold out I unwrap the Yiga symbol, and I just show it to Avum. All right, this was on Nash, just so you know.
Hmm.
So
He was
Yeah.
after my dad.
Yeah, kind of makes sense
So-
now why he'd want him dead.
Mm-hmm. I'll be
Why
writing
do you want him
another
dead?
letter.
Because
Because
he betrayed the Yiga?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dad left him.
you
Or-
don't leave them.
isn't Yiga working, Rati?
I mean,
Or working
they
with
work with
them?
Ganon,
Probably.
but it's probably all kind of connected.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So a lot of this kind of makes sense now.
Yeah.
What about Snake? Did he have one also, or were you not able to check his body?
I was not able to check his body. Guards were already getting it down. He'd kind of like fallen, got caught above.
Okay, I need to look at that body. I need to make sure.
Was that why the Yiga were trying to maybe push the Rito to have war with the Sheikah?
Probably.
That could very well be.
It makes sense. Their tactics would align with what we were trying to do, but
That's just bananas. Right.
So, and you told, before you knew, you told Nash a lot about everything that's going on, right? Because you thought he was good.
he would at least be aware of it. Yes,
What he knows,
about you.
okay, and he knows about Attic?
Not officially. I didn't know about Attic when I reported it.
Good. That's a good thing.
There we go.
Body already knows that.
So, if this is true, then he definitely would already know about Attic also.
If they're all working together, sharing equal information.
Yeah.
So we have to assume Vadi knows who the three of you are. I mean, I already assumed that, but
Or at least we
Dude.
know the Yiga know about me. We know Vati knows about Ganon. We're assuming they're working together.
This is why I had concern about all of us being in the same city.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
no.
I don't think it matters anymore whether we're in the same city or not.
Yeah.
obviously
I
we
feel
need to
like-
be together or we're going to get picked off one by one.
Okay. I need to confirm something on Snake's body. I need to know how far this goes. If this is any further in the Shadow Cloud, then I need to know.
Right.
Yeah. Aaron, I also wanted to talk to you about that. After we talk to Nash, and after you check Snake's body, I think maybe a report put together quick so then I can also send that to Impa as well with my own.
Okay.
I think they need to know as well. So I already sent her an inquiry earlier this morning, but I think this needs to be sent as well now.
Okay.
I mean, this is a bit of a relief, though, right? Because if we know that Nash was instigating something and he was Yiga, then maybe a lot
It's-
of misunderstandings could be avoided.
Question for you, Lit 2.
Yeah.
Is the fact that there are Rito who are part of Yiga strange, or is that normal for alternate races to be in?
You, given your heritage and even background with this, you wouldn't even need to roll. That is beyond strange.
Yeah, okay. That is very strange then.
Yeah.
Desperation? I mean, I can imagine the Yiga numbers have been
Desperation,
going down.
blackmail. I mean, there's a number of things that it could be.
Listen, Nash could have killed me on that roof without me even seeing him, but he didn't, so there has to be at least something there.
Haunting. I mean,
It's not his style. He wouldn't taunt, he would just get the job done.
Well, how long have you guys been working together?
Most of my career.
So, how long is that? Like, how many years?
when do
Clip
Rito
coming out.
start his young life?
So hilariously, this is not going to sound like much to you guys, but it probably would have been close to maybe about 7 or so years, maybe a little bit more.
A lot.
But for Rito,
That's a lot.
that's a lot. But for you guys, that's nothing.
No, she barely knew him then.
Perspective for Rito, that's most of our lives.
Oh, that's sad.
Maybe he was fond of you.
Or he was grooming me for something. I don't know. There's
Me too.
knowing this brings so many things into question.
Yeah.
Biggest thing I need to know now, though, is just how far is the corruption of the Shadow Claw. If it was just them, then I think there's still hope for that organization. But if it goes any further, it goes any higher.
What about
Yeah.
looking at your previous assignments from Nash, or looking into the assignments that Nash had? Maybe you'll give us clues on Vati's plans as well if they're working together, or at least the Yiga.
I
Maybe
don't
there
know.
are other
Must be.
assignments.
Maybe, but that would require me to actually get access to those files, and I don't know how far this goes.
Yeah.
Did the guards know about the Yiga symbols on them too? Like, did you show them that, or did you?
I
Yeah.
told you guys in front of
Yeah.
Darius and Zelda,
Okay.
so, yeah.
Good. Just so
Mhm.
that they're all aware, and because they're allies to them, so as long as they know.
Right.
The guards
Yeah,
also
no, you
pointed out the symbol as well.
Okay,
Mhm.
perfect.
Yeah. You might also want to read the room according to how tomorrow's meeting goes, and maybe mention some findings that they might be in the city. I mean,
I think we all should really be on guard in the future days, because it looks like a lot of people are coming here.
Yeah.
And who knows what that could mean, and who is a hidden agent, assassin, or a spy. Looking at Aaron, like giving eye contact, like, yeah.
Well, actually, that's very. Actually, you are very much correct.
you never know.
I did it.
You did it.
I'm proud of you. But that being said, like Eddick said, everyone needs to be on higher alert.
Mm-hmm.
So should we have a buddy system?
Well, since tomorrow, basically, you're going to be with me, Cizri.
Mm-hmm.
Unless one of you wants to stay here. The three of you need to do something together.
Yeah.
That's
I
fine.
just can't, as long as we're in the city, maybe we should just have a general rule. No one's running off by themselves. Even if we need alone time. If we need alone time, just go stare in a corner or something. You'll be fine. Like,
Just face the
I don't know.
corner.
yeah, just face the
Barracks
corner.
weren't really the
Yeah.
worst place to have alone time either. So
I
There
could,
we
I
go.
could
Okay,
hang
but
out
you're
with
getting there.
Avum, because we got our buddies. I got Scrappy and Sprite,
Yeah.
and then you three could stick together even.
Sure. That could be a
With
thing
that.
too.
Actually, I'm actually kind of surprised, Demi, you didn't ask to join me in that meeting.
I find them boring. Also, I didn't think you'd
Also
let me
fair.
in.
You mean you kind of showed everyone who was boss today with your special stuff, so
That guard had no idea that I put that back in the pool.
That is so impressive, by the way.
Well done. Usually I'm the
So
one with the fast hands.
Yeah.
everyone's trying to hide that he's a little disappointed.
So, what did we learn from that, Avum? Not to take from
Not a whole
pools.
lot, really. The properties of it were really kind of not right. Overall theme. I learned a lot. I should have told you guys what I was thinking.
The sentiment was there,
Oh, yeah.
but there's a line, and if you cross it, we're no better than the bad guys.
But we also need to be clear about what those lines are, so it's a lot easier to avoid touching them.
That
Because
can-
guess what? We don't know what is important to you guys over here. So
that's also fair. So
Yeah.
I guess that's
To
fair.
be fair, you guys have said all the time that these little crystals that we're protecting from, Zora and all this stuff, those are secret, but we take those and protect those. And I didn't know if that was this
Right.
kind of secret or if this was like a legal secret.
Fair
That's
enough.
fair.
I'm
I
aware
mean-
now.
read the room, as they say. Like, if we're in a chamber that's guarded by a lot of different things and seems like it's in a hidden spot, maybe it's a
Probably best
secret.
not to remove thing from.
If it's
hidden
something
spot.
that's in
Yeah.
the center of the square, probably not a secret.
But I do want to say one thing though. Avum, I know you probably blame yourself for what happened. Don't. Remember our talk back in Forteteno about making a choice and following your instincts?
No, it's fine. Everyone has said that they're equally to blame, so it's
That's
the same
true. We
thing.
definitely are. Yeah. I mean, we definitely
That's
all
also-
could have helped you
that's
out.
also-
We definitely.
Also, you guys
Yeah.
can say this all you want. I'm going to not stop trying to protect you guys.
Yeah,
But
I'm not
I
going to
won't
stop
let
trying
it
to protect
sit,
all you
so-
guys, so...
But I won't let it
think
sit
any of
on
us are
my
gonna stop
shoulders as
protecting each
hard.
other.
We're all just talking at once now, aren't we?
Oh, sorry.
Rah,
Rah, rah, rah, rah, rah.
I'll identify these things then real quick.
All right. So you are able to identify them as bracers of defense and bracers of archery.
Please.
Who wants them?
What do they do?
So you're able to,
Shoot better?
yeah. So bracers of defense,
I
basically,
mean, I already have those.
you get a plus
Brace
2
of
to
archery.
AC. The downside is you can't wear armor. So if you're wearing armor, negates the effect. Braces of archery gives you a plus 2 on damage to all ranged weapon attacks.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, Aaron already has.
Are they attunement?
Sorry, those.
They are
Base.
attunement.
So, someone who shoots and someone who doesn't wear armor.
Oh, I'm out.
I already have a pair of the archery.
I have armor on.
So you can shoot better, or Avon can shoot better. You can use this for your gun.
There
I
we
thought you
go.
said archery, so this works for guns as well.
So that's the funny part. It says braces of archery, but mechanically it doesn't. It says ranged weapon
Doesn't
attacks,
matter.
and guess what firearms
Whoa.
are?
It's
Hey!
a range
You
weapon.
wear
It
armor
could
with
work
the braces
for-
of archery as well.
I'm sorry.
It can work with.
What'd you say, Mike?
The bracers of archery, is it the same as the other one where you can't wear armor or shields?
No, braces of archery. They just give you a flat. You attune to them. They give you that plus 2 bonus to attack. And yeah, Arid has been wearing them for a while.
Since Kakariko.
Could be used for like a thrown dagger too, even.
Yep.
Yeah,
Actually,
if no one else
range, so-
wants it, yeah.
I'm not going to use either of those. So
So that's yours.
So many magic items today.
And what do we do with this thing? Because we're all wearing armor, aren't we? So
yeah, you all are wearing armor.
And you can't wear 2 bracers, right?
Correct.
I mean, you
does
can-
Zelda wear armor?
Does who wear armor?
Just
Zelda?
This is the funny part. Every single time you've seen her, she has not worn armor.
I mean, I guess if you want to gift it to her, or we could also
Also-
just sell it.
Cringe has a
I'm sure
correction.
she is.
It's plus 2 with no shield, not armor.
That's fair. This is my game. I'm ruling it as no armor
Also fair.
because
That
so
makes more.
thank you for
That's
the
also fair.
thank you for the correction. That's how I've always ruled it.
Fair enough. Sorry for interrupting.
We can gift this,
So-
or we can
That's how
sell it.
Critical Role does it too, yeah.
Yep.
I think selling it. I feel like Zelda. I mean, you can, but she's the queen, so she probably has a lot
She'd probably already
Better
have access to it
protection.
already.
Yeah,
unless you want to give it to her, Attic.
yeah. You totally can
It's a gift.
wrap it up
I mean,
nice.
if no one
and-
else wants to, it's fine.
Yeah.
She probably has plenty of cool things, cooler than this. You guys can sell it or something.
Do you want to try and
We
give it
can-
to her first? And then she's like, oh no, I have plenty of those. Then you can be like, oh, I'll sell it.
Nah, I'm good. No, I don't.
Be-
It'd
I
be
mean,
awkward too.
Oh, that'd be cute. It's like a bow of flowers to a fighter. No? Looking at the girls.
Bow of
All right.
flowers.
I mean, bouquet.
Or, well, you know, like when you tie a bow around a
Bouquet.
bouquet of flowers.
I'm
This is very
just
hard
not
to
gonna
say.
give this to her. I'll slide it over on the middle of the table and just have
Hey.
nothing to do with it.
But Attic, we could sell this, and you can get more parts to make more things to be, you know.
That too.
And
I got a lot of ideas, so I wanna. work
Yeah, we need
those.
money to fuel those ideas. I think.
Yeah. Do we
Yeah.
do?
Yeah. So
Attic, did you would you want to just say what Zelda said to you, just so we can like all dissect it? I think I'm a little biased. I'd like
oh,
Zelda's
yeah.
opinion.
What did she say?
So I ran up to Zelda's room and tried to talk to her. She opened the door and I said, "Hey, can you help us bring him back?" As I'm holding Aaron's dead body in my arms. And I'm like, "He has to come back." And she's like, "Why does he have to come back?" And that just felt like a weird question to me. Threw me off. And I said, "We need him." And he's like, "Why do you need him?" And I said, "Because we're protecting like the whole land." And then she said something like, "I needed to hear you say it so you could hear yourself say it," or something like that. I don't know. I was thrown out. I was in the heat of like trying to get him alive. Maybe I misheard.
He doesn't deserve those bracers. So
Oh, what?
Okay,
That was-
I
that
didn't
was-
mean not for that comment.
Mean, she
Well,
helped
right,
him.
but was it said like, why does he need to be brought back to life? Or was it said like, why
No.
does he need to be brought back to life? Like a wise...
Like, it might be
Hey.
like a test. She's probably wise how she did it, so she's probably like testing me or something. I don't know.
Wisdom. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
wisdom.
I feel like a lot of people try and teach me lessons after I say something too.
So
I mean that,
she probably was doing it with good intentions, and she brought him back. So maybe this is a gift we give her. No, we don't have to. It's fine. We don't have to give her a gift.
I mean, that's a good way to find out.
I will say one thing. She probably was. She probably was just trying to make sure you were doing this because you wanted to. I don't know. It's a weird question to ask, and admittedly, considering
I mean, I was crying. It felt very weird.
also my body was in your arms, so I don't.
Yeah.
I would have no questions, especially in that situation. I mean, I
So
guess
was it weird?
It's a
I
little
think
weird.
it's a little weird. I mean, I don't think
Let's
it's like
let's vote real quick. Who thinks it's weird? Just all of you. Oh boy.
To be fair, not trying to put conspiracy theories out there, but I feel like I had a good ability to incite the person that was on the train, and I wasn't able to figure out who that was. Maybe she has some sort of, if someone is portraying to be her, maybe she has some item that protects against that. That's what that ring can do.
How would she bring Aaron back if she didn't want to help?
Be too suspicious.
I mean,
And honestly,
be
I
like,
think
I can't do it. Sorry, I wouldn't know.
maybe.
So, I don't know what she's like. But I just think I worry she sees you, Attic, for Ganon and not you. So I wonder if a lot of the things, the way she relates to you is like testing that. My problem is that I don't think she deserves to do that, or she should be talking to one of us. You know,
I mean, to be
and not
fair,
like,
she was very focused on preventing Ganon from coming out with their training and didn't seem to talk any other personal things. So
yeah. So I'm not saying I think she's sinister or anything, but I just am not the biggest fan of how she handles some things.
her approach.
Yeah, the approach could be worked on,
Yeah.
I think.
I will say that the ritual that she has performed yesterday and today were not easy ones. I mean, I don't even know what kind of magic and energy that takes. So, I mean, I guess I could see that, but I still feel like it's a little weird considering that we're all to be named champions and one of the candidates has fallen and she questions that for a second. I mean, that's precious time, right? But
Yeah.
I think maybe we just kind of see. Maybe she's a person who kind of her moods fluctuate a lot. I don't know.
Just keep an eye on her.
Yeah.
Cizri, while we're at the meeting,
Mhm.
exactly that. Keep an eye on her.
Yeah, and I'm just letting you guys know, I changed my mind on the little puzzle piece that I found. I always forget what it's called out of character. I know
Fused
Cizri wouldn't.
shadow.
Fuse shadow.
Thank you.
Fused
I'm
shadow.
so sorry.
You're good.
I think I'm keeping the fuse shadow. I'm not leaving it here to be locked away. I just don't feel like I want to do that anymore.
Okay.
So I don't know what we're gonna do with it, but unless
We-
I feel like it's safe here, I really would rather not.
We could get like a special little safe, like a little, lead-lined sort of. I don't know how big it is, but maybe a little chest to keep it in on us. Keep the lock on. Somebody else has a key.
Yeah.
Add into the bag of holding.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not by the malice though, or the
Or the
book.
quiver.
No, actually, no,
Holding.
I have it. I don't think we put it in the bag of holding. I've just
Yeah.
had it on
I
me.
think we should just keep those things separate so they're
Yeah,
not.
I'm okay
mingling.
with holding it.
Thought
but-
we were
Maybe we
going to
should find
keep
it.
the book here, though. Weren't we
I
not
don't
going to
think
hand
the
over
book's
the
the question.
malice book?
We did already.
Yeah, we gave it to Lana.
So it's not in there, right?
Yeah.
It's not with us, no.
Correct.
Or what were you saying, Mark? The vial
I'm
of
just saying,
malice?
don't put it with the malice. Don't
Oh.
stop
Because
mixing
we-
those things.
Mm.
Yeah, because we tend to keep
Cross-contamination.
dangerous.
Yeah,
we tend to
we
keep
just
dangerous
hold on to
stuff
the
with
vial
us.
as well. Lana didn't
We
take that.
shouldn't.
No, we have the vial.
Okay.
So I don't know. I mean, maybe by the end of this little trip in Castletown, we'll be like, "Oh my gosh, Zelda's the best. She's so cool." But for now, I'm okay with just keeping an eye on things and keeping the fuse shadow.
Probably for the best. I'll be honest, I probably wanted it to stay with us anyways.
Oh yeah.
Considering how easily certain people were able to sneak into the city,
Yeah.
even with prior warning of potential
Yep.
Rito, who could be
Yeah.
very dangerous, I would rather that stay with us.
Yeah, and originally I had thought that, maybe Zelda had magic that could like fix it or something. But when she said no, we'll just lock it away, then it's kind of like, oh well, nothing's fixed. Then it's just sitting there for someone to take it. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems different to me now. So I'm okay with just making sure no one else can it.
All this talk of treachery and betrayal is really getting to my head now.
Well, what
I'm
will
not
make
going to betray you.
feel better?
Don't worry, Aaron.
Well, I have no doubt any of you will, but the fact that even the Queen of Hyrule is now in question, that
She seems fine. Oh yeah, here's your book, Avum, for safekeeping.
Right.
I didn't read it. Don't worry.
Insight roll. I'm just kidding.
that's just. I think. Let's just take the night.
Yes, it's fine with me.
Yeah, press up.
Demi, are you coming with us tomorrow or no? Or are you gonna stay with the boys?
I think I'll stay with the boys.
Me and Aaron's solo adventure. I like elbow him.
Carol's still tender.
Oh, sorry.
I did run like outside perimeter security for stuff, but I feel like Aaron will have just as much insight, and I don't want to double that up necessarily.
You sure you don't want to be like perimeter watch for that specifically? Just because it's an important meeting?
You guys can have a
That's what we were
science
going to
bros,
do. Yeah.
science bro hangout.
What are we going to do?
I don't know. Work on stuff? I don't know. I mean, we could do that, I guess. Sure. Yeah, why not? Let's do perimeter.
Oh,
work on stuff.
yeah.
It's either way. I mean, it's a
could
long
do
day.
both.
We could do both.
We could do both. Crazy.
You can do that.
Demi, you can stay with us if you want.
I don't mind also hanging out, going to the meeting.
Which one, Demi? Which one?
I wasn't.
I called Demi. Demi's staying with us.
There you go. It's decided.
Decision made.
All right. I was about to say I wasn't invited either. Cizri invited herself.
I did.
I mean, I could do that, I guess, but
That's how
But
you
you're
get to
also-
most of the good parties.
You are invited to Science Bro time.
but you're also Cizri. You're also like, up there.
I mean, to maybe 3 people that know. So
True.
we'll see.
To be fair, if Dick and Avam are planning on securing the perimeter, they probably need someone who knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, but her experience clearly outweighs you.
I have been doing this for like 25 years.
It's longer than I've been alive.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for about the equivalent in Rito. So,
Teach you the ropes.
it's only fair. You guys are about as green as grass when it comes to military stuff.
Yeah, I don't know that about that.
Or gray as grass if you're talking about Twilight Realm.
Or
I'm
that.
like a little seed of grass.
You'll be able to learn in no time. You're a quick learner. And we can teach. I don't know how much Scrappy, if he, learns or if he just
Scrappy's
follows
the
commands.
best. Scrappy's a genius.
Well, Scrappy, we can teach him how to be a security
Security
robot.
bot.
Oh,
Yeah.
Scrappy's really good at keeping watch. I would
Yeah.
trust Scrappy to watch anything.
At that point, a little ray of scanner just goes across the room.
Okay.
I mean, he's better at watching for stuff than I am, even. So he's
Yeah.
great.
Actually, speaking of, another great tip. Cizri, you mentioned that you could speak with animals.
Yeah.
I think this would be a perfect opportunity to take advantage of that. We can take a little flock of some kind of bird or something and ask to keep watch while you're up in your meeting and have them report after or something. It's actually very handy.
I find that offensive. Also, I am also kidding.
I knew you weren't offended.
Problem. I do not have a lot of magic to spare. So that takes a lot. The talking to that dragon, or whatever that is in the egg, took a lot out of me. So I don't know how they can. I think the spell lasts 10 minutes mechanically.
Something like that, yeah.
So if they, if I said that I have
that's
to
true.
spend 2 spell slots of my 3 spell slots.
I mean, maybe you do it, Demi. You can do it, right?
Yes, if you could do it.
I didn't realize you had a smaller magic.
Oh,
pool.
it feels a little pathetic to be honest, but we'll get there.
Okay,
I am-
We'll get
I am-
there.
I am much in the
Curious
same
to
boat.
talk to the
Hey.
egg though in Draconic. I don't know. Maybe it'll understand better, or
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Try it.
all right.
All right. Decided. Me and Cizri are on our own. Then you three.
We'll all go up to the castle together, and then you two can go off, and then us 3 can.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll spread out to be on our own in perimeter checks.
No, we'll be within.
Joking again.
Okay.
All right.
So, as you all make the plan for what's going to happen tomorrow, what you do for the rest of the night is completely up to you, because that's where we'll pick up next session. All right. Good job tonight, everyone. A lot to unpack, but overall, good times all around. Status quo is still intact for the time being, anyway. So with that, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. It was a pleasure to have you. If you're not already, go ahead and head on over to Bardic Dice for Twitch on Thursday for Fates United, and it's going to be a great time there. And then also Saturday for Marquee Gaming with Sepulcher. That is going to be a lot of fun to see the next team there. As Silent, you're probably going to be streaming tomorrow, so we'll go ahead and wait on that. But regardless, everybody, again, thank you all so much for joining us, and it was great to have you all as always. Love every single one of you. And as always, keep rolling those dice. See ya.